There it is. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's episode of Roll of Fate Rebirth. This is our Thursday night campaign. We play D&D here twice every week. This is our Thursday night campaign, our Monday night campaign. Hunter's actually normally in it. But before we jump into all that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce everybody. We got Cricky here tonight. We got Tigger, and then we got Hunter,
Hi.
Mick Huntington's. Unfortunately, two of our other players caught the con flu from TwitchCon. So they're not here, but it's okay. They're not. And also, I should go ahead and preface this. They're not going to be here for the next 2 weeks, actually, because they're also moving as well. So unfortunately, they're going to miss probably the majority of the Halloween arc, but that's okay because I have plans for them now. So, before we hop in, before we hop in, I don't know, certainly the players, I think Hunter's the only one I've talked to about this. If you look on the screen now below my face, you see that there are goals. If those goals are met, then we pull out our wheel, and we spin our wheel, and then magical fun things can happen in the game.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
they're pretty right now. I'm
They're
keeping
good
it tame. Mainly, they're all good things right now.
Okay.
That may not always be the case in
I'm
the
like
future.
already having a panic attack tonight.
But yeah, so assuming any of those goals
The
get met-
Dugrathiel's for it. She's for it. It's cool.
Cool. But like, so if you type in wheel, see, they're all good things
Wheel.
right now. It gives you a long list of the things that are there.
Damn.
So yeah, that's basically the majority of it. We do need to do a recap real quick, especially because we had TwitchCon in between, so we missed a week. I'm not gonna make you do it, Ty. I can tell he's sitting there like so mad.
He's so
Well, that's my face. That's my thinking face, trying to remember because I was getting ready to do it. I can give it a shot.
Sure.
By the way,
then
is
go
the
ahead.
tabletop sim open?
If,
I
It's
like
gonna be rough.
It
how
is open.
absolutely, like, lividly, like, certain he was, like, do not make me do it.
yeah,
I just realized I love
And now he's
attention.
like, I guess I can't. Yeah, exactly. I love you so much.
I just love attention.
I love you so freaking much.
oh, allow me to demonstrate the wheel. It's nothing impressive. I was trying to figure out and
Why'd
if
you
anybody
say
has a good, I wanted to do a dice roller or like a custom dice roller thing, and I may eventually implement one myself just because they don't have one. But like, it's just it looks like this. You pop it up on the screen, and it spins. Boom, and then now that thing would happen.
Look at that.
So that'll be happening as soon as those goals get reached and stuff. Plus, it'll make lots of fun things happen. I'm excited.
It's actually really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
It's good.
Like,
It's good to
I was
get
trying to
people
figure out a way
involved.
to introduce
What
ways
does that say?
What? Which part?
It said
wheel.
Dragathiel dies of illness.
It's very small, which is why it then says it at the bottom after it selects it. What's most important is that I see it, because then I can know how to handle it. But I was trying to figure out ways to allow the viewers and stuff to be able to interact without breaking everything. And I think I've done that, because the wheel can only be spun 3 times each night. So like, when those goals are met, then that will happen, if that happens. So, anyways, we'll hop back in. So, before we do, recap. Ty, if you want to, you're welcome to, and I'll fill in the gaps as we go. But I think we're both, full disclosure, both of us got pretty high when we were at TwitchCon for the first time ever. So I don't know if our brains are fully recovered yet.
I
But
don't
we'll
think
see.
mine's ever gonna recover. And
High
that's
on
okay.
life, kids.
So,
And drugs,
give it
lots
a-
and lots of drugs.
give it a shot, Ty. What do you remember that happened last
Yes.
episode?
So at the beginning of the last episode, we were still on the run from the hags. We had myself and Alistair fleeing on broom, being chased by a once hag, but then wyvern. In the meantime, we had Dragathiel and Ness on the ground with Boar, who, after escaping the ritual, were running away we're getting chased by hags as well. Due to some quick thinking on Dragathiel's part, commanding them to run in the opposite direction, we really ended up just facing a very angry hag with a staff of colding, something like that, right? I forget what it was called, but a very cold staff. And the wyvern, upon the defeat of the wyvern and some maneuvering of the second broom, we tried to take on the last of the hags, but instead were delightfully interrupted by Alana on the edge of the forest, so we escaped that way.
Alana
From the
being a druid of the Feywilde.
Yes.
It should also be pointed out that she's one of the only person that Dragathiel had ever seen that appeared to be of the same we'll say maybe parentage, the same sort of elf at the very least. That being, Dragathiel is one of the few elves that seems to change with the seasons or be able to alter her appearance, and that as she's gathering now, that appears to be due to her parentage, her Feywilde parentage, specifically her mother Maeve. No, go ahead, Ty. I'm not interrupting you. I'm just saying that is. I'm just filling in the gaps.
No, that's where I was headed next. I was just fucking with you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we escape with Alana into the forest through a portal, correct? In the tree sorts that opened up for us. That took us to like a
higher level druids allow. I mean, you guys don't know this, but just for reference, it's not just a made up thing. There is a travel via plants spell that higher level druids can get, and they can travel through plants they have seen before or known before.
And and they were finally able to rest, and but also trying to figure out our next steps and leaving the Feywildes. We had Dragathiel try and recreate the portal that got us into this mess, but instead having learned from Alana the whereabouts and information about Dragathiel's mom, Maeve, and her sister Titania, the portal once opened led one way. Well, first I believe it interrupted Fenvir back in where we came from, and once that was closed up, because we wasted a little too much time trying to decide if we were going to go through or not. We then had it reopened, but it was having a hard time deciding between. This is where it starts to get blurry, but I remember we saw, I believe Maeve, correct? Or was it Maeve that we saw in the jail cell down in the depths of some hellish realm?
So. As Dragathiel attempted to open a portal to her mother, there was a bit of a split portal situation as it appeared to be being pulled in the one direction she wanted to go, which was back towards Fenvir on the material plane, but the other pulling apparently towards her mother Maeve, who you guys saw to be imprisoned in what appeared to be the Nine Hells as a demon guard. A devil guard then kind of made its way towards you guys before you shut the portal. And that's kind of where you guys left off.
Well, we did. I did get my helmet stolen.
Yeah, you did.
By Boar, that son of a bitch.
Oopsies.
Boar being a helpful little satyr that did his best to guide them, at least as far as he knows. There seems like there may have been other things going on with Boar that you guys never found out, but he helped guide them to Dragathiel and helped make sure that they safely escaped the Shadowvine Forest, making their way to where he just described in the grove that was being tended by Alana. After the portals were opened and then closed, the party then decided that they would do their best to seek out Titania, which is Dragathiel's aunt, the sister of Maeve, who Titania herself is still located in the Feywilde, while Maeve, for some reason, apparently had been expelled. The circumstances surrounding that yet unknown. Alana was hesitant to take you too close to the grotto where she knew Titania probably resided, but that largely being due to the fact that Oberon, the king of the Fey, keeps a close eye on things and doesn't take too kindly to outsiders just teleporting all up in his area. So she took you to the other side of the Crystal Forest, where you guys had reached before taking an unwilling nap as a bunch of pixies put most of you to sleep, except for Dragathiel, who was then abducted by the hag. Kind of bringing us full circle. You guys now at least having made a little forward progress. You know Dragathiel, feeling the pull, the general direction to the north of you, or what you can assume is the north, kind of based on your general knowledge of the surroundings, that Titania is in that direction. As you guys appeared, instead of seeing a lot of the crazy things you'd seen before, like behind you seeing the Crystal Forest and the before that these plains of blue grass, and then as you took your side venture you saw the the lake that was almost seemed to be made of glass, that was inhabited by sirens, and then beyond that, the Shadowvine Forest. What you see ahead of you almost looks like a normal forest, except instead of being green, it does have a lot more blues and purples of the foliage. Kind of, there's greens occasionally, but it's definitely a little bit more whimsical of a sight. There being a path kind of running along the western side of this forest with what appears to be relatively normal ocean off to your left, down a very steep drop. That is kind of where we left you guys. So at this point, what are you guys doing? Having stepped out of the portal, it is apparently midday-ish. A little difficult to tell here in the Feywilde.
I saw Boar take the helmet, right? Like I saw him as he was closing, he was holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still fuming from that. I vouch for the guy. I bolster his confidence, and what does he do? He takes my helmet.
What?
The beautiful, beautiful helmet. Don't you remember when we were in the tower of Lady Indalia, and it had the red eyes, and it didn't really do much, but it looked really cool.
Oh yeah.
Boar took it.
What?
It's not funny. I really liked that helmet. Darn it. I will get it back.
At this point, Ness kind of pipes. So he's like, well, I mean, did it really do anything for you?
You never do anything for me, and I keep you around. Sorry, I really liked it, okay? It was stylish.
Well, or maybe then just simmer down a bit. We've still got to get out of here, okay? So, Dragathiel, where are we going?
My internal compass says this way.
Cool. Internal compass. Yeah, whatever. Let's go. So,
Knew that wouldn't slide. Okay.
as you guys begin now stepping out, making your way down this path, I need the two of you to roll me a perception check really quick.
19.
8. That's the first 5 of the night. I'm throwing this dice away.
As you begin making your way down this path, you probably make it the better part of 5 minutes, maybe, before you hear just a slight sound behind you. Roll me a dexterity check real quick, Mercy.
I got a 13.
Okay. Actually, with advantage, because you did hear it coming.
Okay. 13.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay. You hear just in time as you kind of glance behind you, and you see a hand kind of, and you just manage to barely duck underneath it. You feel it kind of brush the top of your hair, but it does miss you. As you then see a kind of larger elven man, he kind of jumps back for a second. You see underneath his arms, he's already holding the bodies of your two friends, who appear to be very much unconscious. He kind of looks, he says, well, I did have to try.
He, just to clarify, has...
Yes.
Okay. Has,
He currently has he has Ness
and
Alistair.
Alistair.
Their unconscious forms underneath his arms.
No, wait, bring them back. What, can you describe what this person looks like?
Sure. So he is about nearly 7 feet tall. He's a very large elf. You see these kind of long, pointy ears. He appears to have a bit of a bluish tint to his skin, and he's kind of got shoulder-length, dark brown hair. His face is otherwise completely clean-shaven. He does appear to have a somewhat physical build, as if he had been, laboring all his life. But as you look at his face and his hands, you get the sense that that's not necessarily the case. As you look and you don't see any calluses or scars or scratches. But the robe he's wearing, this kind of rather simple brown robe with a bit of the vestments underneath being kind of a tannish color. Otherwise, nothing that you can notice being super remarkable about him.
And he has the other two on his shoulders, like unconscious. You said
He's holding them underneath his arms.
underneath his arms. He's big enough to like hold them, like one under each. Who are you? Put them down. Come on.
See, I can't do that because I specifically needed her to do something for me. But you know what? I suppose that you don't seem like too much trouble. My name is Norebe, and it is very nice to meet the two of you. What do
you need?
Well, yes. So he kind of looks around. He says, "Can we just step into the forest for just a moment? It'll only take a minute."
No, we're not moving anywhere. Tell me what you need first.
Well, if you don't, I'm gonna have to kill your friends. I'm sorry.
Look, we're reasonable. Just talk. Just
a
tell
reasonable
us.
person would just step into the. I just need to step into the forest because I don't.
Just tell me why, and I'll be happy to move into the forest with you. Come on. Meet me halfway.
Listen, Nerebo does not do things that mortals want just because they ask nicely. I feel like he kind of like hefts the two of them. He says, "I feel like I'm the one who's kind of got the upper hand here, so why don't we just for a moment, okay?"
Fine.
Okay.
Into the forest we go.
He thinks he has the upper hand. That's cute.
So, as you guys kind of step into just the outer bit of the forest, yes. So Nerebo is sorry that things maybe got a little out of hand, but also not really because this was my plan all along. So, what I need from you, Dragathiel, I believe you said you were going to see Titania. Yes?
How do you know that?
Oh, I know a lot of things. Don't worry about it. So the short of it is, I need information.
No, I don't want the short of it. I want the long of it. Spill, come on.
Oh, well, okay then. And you see he kind of like snaps, and a portal opens behind him, and you see him chuck the two of your friends through. As then he sits on a log. He he pulls a log up, just kind of. He says, "So, to be very clear,
Where'd that? What?
yeah." So, what? Such a good reaction. So, don't worry about them. They'll probably be okay. So, as it stands now, Titania has some information that I need, but I can't let her know that I need it.
Why?
Well, see, if she knows that I know, then Oberon could know. There's just this whole cascade of events, and it will bring no harm to her, as far as I know. I can't really promise anything, but I can promise that both of your friends will be dead, and you'll never make it out of here alive if you don't cooperate, though. So I feel like maybe perhaps you just do what I say, and then things will work out just fine.
It's funny that you think we planned on making it out of here alive.
Well, okay. I suppose that could be true. You do seem rather insane as it is, but well, I don't know. Then I guess the ball is in your court. But if you would do me the favor of finding out the location of the heart tree from Titania.
What's the heart tree?
It's not important.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of important.
Well, then maybe you should ask her and she can tell you.
Why are you
Nah.
so rude? We're reasonable people. In fact, the people that are still conscious are the reasonable ones. You're lucky you chose those two.
Yeah, you're real lucky you knocked them out.
I see. Well, they're not your friends then. Should I need to threaten someone else? I'm sorry, I'm kind of new to this whole
If we're gonna
thing.
if you need clearly, if you're
What's
gonna
the
need, if you need
heart
help,
tree?
yes.
Well, you see, that's part of the problem is nobody really knows except for...
Why do you want to know then?
Roll me a persuasion check, Dragathiel.
$12.
Well, see, Norebo does not think it
15.
wise...
I lied. 15.
Does not think it wise to just share his plans with you. If I were to tell you, could you promise to at least act as though you don't know.
I'm pretty good at that.
So, it is thought that the Heart Tree is where many of the Fae, the greater Fae spirits derive their power, specifically Oberon, and he and I don't necessarily get along, and, well, I kind of want to kill him.
You know, it's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, he's not the nicest of people, and as you know, your mother, sad things happened to her. Nobody's seen her in a long time. And
Why?
You know who's responsible for that?
Well,
It's
no.
It's Oberon. Always has been.
Why wouldn't Titania help you?
You see,
Is it because you're rude?
it is because her kind do not like to share their secrets with outsiders. But I figure since you are blood relative, you may be able to get the information we need.
Yes, absolutely. It makes perfect sense that she would tell her deepest, darkest secrets to someone she's never met before.
She's been watching you for a long time. I think she knows you pretty well.
Well, guess what? I know nothing about her, and I can't promise that I'll get information from her before I just punch her lights out.
Look, no promises. I'm just saying you're I don't want to put too fine of a point out. You're on a little bit of a time crunch. Your friends are probably fine for now. I don't know how long that will be the case.
Just give me a good enough reason to help you with this.
If you help me, if you so desire, perhaps I can help you find your mother.
I already know where she is.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, then, well, I'll just go
It was
then.
easy peasy. I made a
Nareva.
portal to her.
If we help you, then you help us get her
Yeah.
out from where she is. Deal?
I feel like I'm doing a lot of favors for somebody who really doesn't have anything to much to bargain with.
I feel like you're asking us to go risk our lives to go talk to Titania. And you have nothing worth anything. We're trying to make it even.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. Your friends are in a very dark, unsafe place right now.
We
Aren't
thrive
they
in those types of
always?
places.
Yes, well, I mean, I can just go, I suppose.
No, I mean, I want to know what the heart tree is and stuff. I'd probably ask her anyways, just because I'm curious.
I'm gonna spin my
And if I
ring.
think that it's okay, maybe I'll tell you.
You're spinning your ring? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin my ring and say, look, there's something we need, something we can get that you need. There's something that you now have that we need back. Okay? I think we can really help each other here. And it's just how bargaining works. All right? You give and take. Not just take and then be rude about it. It's give and take. So what do you say? We help you get the information you need. You give us our friends back. You help us get Dragathiel's mother out of where she is. Everybody's happy. And you haven't made a bunch of enemies that you don't want to make.
What did you get on your ring?
I didn't roll yet. I was in the zone.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I passed the save. So.
What is your total, sir?
Sorry, I'm just adding it up. 13.
13 on persuasion?
Yeah.
He kind of looks at the two of you, says, look, I'm a little tired of all of this now, so, you have 12 hours, to get me what I need. or else your friends will die, and I will make sure that you follow shortly after.
How do you manage about getting your information then once we're dead?
I'll figure something out, but you all have a wonderful time, and I'll see you later. And he gives like a small snap, and you see he poofs and disappears from in front of you.
Yeah, we're gonna kill that guy.
Coward.
And at this point, Finveer, can you roll me a survival check real quick?
That is a number.
I hope so.
That is a
Blame it on
20.
hieroglyph?
That is a 21.
Okay, as
Yay!
you manage to just see in the last moments of this conversation, as you make your way through the woods, you manage to see whoever this figure is. You see his mouth moving. He glances at you sidelong for a second, gives you a smile, and then disappears.
Oh, son of a bitch.
But ahead of you, you see Dragathiel and Mercy standing alone without their other two compatriots.
Are they kind of out in the open?
Yeah, I mean, they're not like in a super secret place. They were just inside the woods.
Okay. I'm going to stay like 30 feet away from them.
Okay.
My bow out as well. And I am going to like come out from hiding kind of thing.
Okay.
And
You guys see as Finveer now suddenly appears in the clearing in front of you.
you okay?
Oh boy. Hey! You're... Oh good, you're alive. That's good.
Oh, thank God.
And you're here. Hey, good timing. So we have a problem.
Yeah,
I need you to do something for me first.
great.
You know, people keep asking me to do
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm just gonna stop you right there.
I need you to tell me something that only you would know. Both of you. This place is full of tricksters and illusions, and it really gets to me. I just need to
I'm
make sure-
tall.
Yes, you are.
Everyone knows that, but what they don't know. What they don't know. Oh gosh. I don't know how to tell. Oh boy. I don't know how to tell you this. But like when I measure, like it doesn't seem right.
Must be some dark magic at play.
Yeah, I agree.
That's weird.
I don't know how that's. How is that helpful? I'm trying to see if you are you.
Who could be more me than me, and who would say something more weird than me?
So that is a good point. Okay. Sure. And I approach.
Okay.
So the other two.
Well, one, he's mad because Boar stole his shiny helmet, so he's mad.
Okay.
It had red
That's
eyes.
kind of.
But that's not the issue. The real issue here
Yeah.
is that that guy, the snappy guy.
So the one who
I don't
winked
know
at
if
me.
you. Oh, did he wink at you? I'm gonna rip his eyes out. He kind of stole Ness and Alistair and asked us to go find my aunt to find some information for him. And we have 12 hours. We should start walking this direction and talk. And I just start walking.
Okay. And they're not in danger, are they?
I mean, he sure seems to think so,
Son
but
of a bitch.
he seems pretty frazzled and new to this.
Oh,
Like he
yes,
doesn't know what
it's-
he's doing.
Of course I could look after them. It's no problem at all. No, they won't get hurt. They're under my supervision. Of course, I'm going to keep an eye on them. Go, this is wonderful. Okay, well, we will find them and get them back. What did he want from you? I'm sure he wanted something. He didn't just leave them alive and take them for no reason.
Yeah, information from my aunt.
Is that going to be a problem?
Well, maybe. It depends on if we run into the Fairy King guy, but
Okay.
we should not do that.
Yeah, I agree fully.
Okay.
Is this a forest?
You guys are currently in a forest, yeah, just slightly.
Okay.
You followed their trail. It came out of the crystal forest. You saw like kind
Gotcha.
of where footsteps appeared, seemingly from nowhere. They seemed to lead kind of along this beaten path that followed the western border of the forest, and then you saw their footsteps kind of go off to where they are now.
Well, lead the direction, and I will make sure everybody can keep pace, assuming we're in this forest. Most forests are pretty similar with depending on where they are, but even here in this place, I should be able to kind of help out.
How'd you get here?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Well, it wasn't the unicorn, it was a dragon. Kind of important information, actually. He told me a few things that he's been watching me for a while, a little creepy.
Oh.
But he also told me that your friend, the one who went missing a while, I didn't know her, see her, I didn't even know she existed. But your friend was taken by the cultists that are in the miasma. And she's in danger. I also managed to find out where Brinley went, which would be great if it wasn't also in the miasma. So, yeah.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Keeps getting worse, doesn't it?
We're not gonna get a break anytime soon, y'all.
Doesn't seem that way, no.
Like a search and rescue squad.
Okay,
Well,
I'm sure we can do something about it.
Step
Well,
one, I
not
guess we gotta find your aunt.
Yep. I'm just following my internal compass.
Did you, swallow a compass or something?
Nope, it's just a feeling.
Okay, well, not the craziest thing that's happened to me in the last 48
Today.
hours. So let's just follow along then and lead the way so we can get some people back before they are killed or God knows what.
Okay. Are you
Just-
guys? Go ahead.
You were saying we're talking with this dragon,
Yes.
And-
yeah, I
and
was.
it's so. How did you end up in here with us?
Well, I don't know how much you know about dragons. I don't blame you if you don't.
Not very much.
They have a lot of magical power. A lot of magical power. Do not fight a dragon if you have a choice. They'll probably win. But he created a portal for me.
In return for what?
Trying to stop the miasma.
Oh, okay.
He's been affected by it as well.
You couldn't bring this dragon with you, could you?
No, unfortunately not. It's also probably a good idea that we, not to put any more pressure on us, because we do not need that, but if the dragon is affected by this corruption, then, well, you've seen what happened to normal things when they get corrupted.
Yeah.
I don't even want to begin to think about a dragon.
Mm-mm.
No, that is not a fight. I mean, from what I remember from those trolls.
Yeah, they were just
we,
trolls.
Yeah, that will be a fight we will not win.
No, that would be a lot of death. But they're trying to bring upon an evil. The cultists. That's the whole reason for all this death. And if they succeed, it could cause a war. And if that war fails, then it could mean end times. So again, not to add the pressure, but a lot is riding on this.
Well, I guess we should hurry. So we need to get out of this place as fast as possible.
Agreed.
God, I'm gonna kill that guy. That whatever his name is, Naribo. Son of a bitch. had portals and just throwing them around. You couldn't help us get to anywhere where we were going. I don't have my helmet.
I like kind of like lean over Dragathiel, be like, what is it with this helmet?
Just don't bring it up.
Got it.
Okay. So as you guys begin continuing, are you following the path or are you going through the woods?
If we
Through the woods.
If it's through the woods, we can move full speed.
Okay. And that's because your favorite terrain.
Yes.
Cool. Roll me a survival check then, as you are going to be kind of leading the way with Dragathiel's internal compass guiding you.
20.
Did you swallow a comment? That was really good. Did you swallow a comment?
23.
23. So you guys managed to make your way through. There are the occasional creature that you try to avoid. You do spot a patrol of elves. You gather they may be from one of the settlements located within the Feywilde, but you don't stop to ask as you are trying to make your way as unnoticed as possible. You kind of manage to avoid lots of little some grabby vines and the the occasional pitfall or things like that you would expect in a mischievous forest such as one located in the Feywilde. However, all of you go ahead and roll me a stealth check real quick as well. This is the least stealthy group possible, except
me.
Remember, the two of you with
Oh no!
heavy armor, you guys have disadvantage on...
It doesn't matter when you roll a 1.
No, it really doesn't.
Oh, wow. I got twice as much stealth as you. I got a 2. But 4 total. So, boom.
15. Not the best.
So, Finveer, as you spot ahead of you what appear to be 2 more of these elves, you kind of stop and lean against a tree, and it appears as though Mercy and Dragathiel seem to be like looking around, admiring bits of the forest as they kind of stumble out into the clearing. These 2 elves now kind of like turning and looking at you guys. Oh, hello there.
Hi.
How are you doing?
We could be better.
Mm-hmm.
But all things considered, we're alive.
Can I?
How are you?
I am doing quite well. What do you want to do, Hunter?
I want to hold an action to shoot a motherfucker if I need to.
Okay, which one?
The one that's
There's
closest.
one, as you guys now look, there's one male, one female. They both have kind of shoulder-length black hair. They appear to be very similar, perhaps brother and sister. It's a little difficult to tell. As you look at the 2 of them, Vara is the male who speaks up. He says, so sorry, my name is Vara. This is my sister Vera, and we're just out for a bit of hunting. What are you? They kind of glance between the 2 of you, their eyes lingering for a moment on Dragathiel, and you see, like, just kind of like a strange look of recognition kind of wash across their faces. As Vera then kind of speaks up, so tell me, human man, what is it that brings you to this forest?
I'm going to step in front, assuming I noticed that lingering glance at Dragathiel. I'm going to step in front of her.
It was obvious.
But yeah. And what was the question?
They were asking what you were doing in the Feywilde.
We were just making our way through. We were just coming from someplace, and we got caught up with all those hags. But yeah, we're just making our way away from them.
What? Hag? You're a very strange sort. Look,
You're a very strange sort. It's rude.
not around here. We're actually quite normal.
Except when you're being rude.
You see, actually, roll me a perception check, the 2 of you.
I was gonna. And then I had a question whenever.
Not me.
Natural 20.
Oh,
I got an 18.
I'm paying attention.
Okay.
Laser focus.
Laser.
You see as the female, you see her kind of like fumbling with a pack for a second, also tapping her brother on the arm. before he's like, stop. You see him kind of like bat her hand away, but as he does, it actually kind of bumps into her pack, and a few items splat onto the ground, one of them being a piece of paper, which, as you guys look at it, you realize it has your faces on it.
All of ours?
All of your part. It doesn't have Finveer, but everybody else. You don't get too much of a glance at it before that, as she kind of shoves it back into the bag. She says, well, we really must be going. It's good to see you. Bye. As they kind of turn to go.
Wait.
Yes?
Look. I can't pretend that I didn't see that.
See what?
I think you know what I mean.
We both saw it. It's really obvious.
I'm going to spin my ring, and I'm going to say, look. At this point, there's two options. You could swear that you didn't see us. Or when we catch wind that you have, we will do what we do best, track you down, and we will just dismember you piece by piece in front of your family, in front of your brother. We'll start with you first, and then we'll end up with your brother here.
Can I start?
I don't even,
What do you want to do, Finveer, as they say this? Go ahead and make your roll, by the way, Mercy.
Can I start, like, making my way around to, like, kind of be on the other side in case they try to run the opposite direction of these guys? Like, kind of stealth around?
Roll me a stealth check.
25.
Okay. You feel pretty confident that you have moved quietly enough to not be noticed.
So I passed the test, and I passed the check, and
Okay. What is your
and
perspective?
I rolled a 26 for.
Okay.
Wow, they believe that. I don't know if that's good.
Well, you know what? When you put it that way, I feel like we are obligated to make sure that you make it to the other side of the forest safely.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's really generous of you, really. Thank you.
Oh, of course. You see, as the... Actually, you know, all three of you roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay, and I was gonna ask, could I have a spell prepared?
Sure. What do you...
Oh.
And you want it prepared for what? When what?
If one of them makes an attack on someone.
What do you want to do? I need an...
Hold person.
Okay.
Yeah. Just whoever would be first.
What was your perception?
28.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
No. 4.
Okay.
Because I rolled another 1.
Finveer, you've made your way close enough to where you just barely hear the whisper. She says, brother, what are you doing? She says, look, we don't have much choice here. You just need to trust me, okay? And, like, they kind of, like, turn back to you. Look, yes, we like our bodies intact as they are. You look very formidable, so we would love to not get on your bad side. So if you would be so kind as to follow us, we know the quickest way through the forest and can get you to the other side.
Are they holding any weapons?
They do appear to be, yeah.
Both
of them appear to have longbows as well as kind of daggers kind of tucked in there, one on either side of their hip.
Can I do an insight check on, like, if she means, like, to take them through the forest or something else kind of thing?
Yeah,
like...
go ahead and roll me.
I mean, we're not necessarily trying to get through the forest.
19.
And you were, as far as you can tell, they're being earnest.
Oh.
A little difficult to tell from the distance you are, but there didn't appear to be any direct malice in the question she was asking or anything.
I'll step out.
Okay.
I'll be like, good. I didn't want to shoot anyone today.
Oh, good. There's another person. That's good. Is anyone else in the woods?
That's for us to know and you to hopefully not have to find out.
Of course. Very good. Well, so where then are you heading, milady? Who's muted?
That's
good.
I I know where I'm headed, and I know which direction that I need to go. And that's all you need to know.
Okay. Interesting. Well, should we, I mean, we'd be happy to offer advice as we go then. I know that we preferably don't want to leave the borders of the forest, but we'd be happy to at least take you that far, assuming that you go beyond.
Sure. And maybe you can tell us a few things along the way.
Yes, perhaps we can tell you a few things. What would you like to know? And shall we begin walking?
Yes. Let's go.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
So, you're king. What's he like?
I'm sorry?
Oleron.
Which king? Oh, Oberon.
Oberon. That's the one.
Yeah, Oberon's, well, we don't interact with him much. We more directly interact with, you know, our local leaders, but, Oberon,
Mm-hmm.
he's, very powerful, and you see her kind of looking around. He knows lots of things.
Hmm.
He hears
I
everything.
haven't heard anything nice.
Well, he is a very powerful, wise man, and he has eyes and ears everywhere.
Wise.
Being wise doesn't mean you're kind.
Well, we'll leave that up for you to decide.
Well, hopefully
We
won't
don't
have
plan on meeting him.
Exactly my thoughts.
I would recommend strongly against it, being that the three of you, well, I don't think he would get along super well with you either.
Hmm.
Yeah, that seems to be the pattern.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, just a little something, just curious. That picture in your bag.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, well, Oberon had requested, you all be brought to him, and that there would be a reward for, helping.
I'm flattered, personally.
So, what this tells me is we need to get out of here even faster than what we had planned.
Yep.
Yes. I don't pretend to know why you're here. But yes, a lot of people will be looking for you at this point. So,
We didn't exactly want to be here in the first place.
well,
We really want to get out of here. You don't know a way to do that. You couldn't make a portal or something, right?
oh me, goodness no. It's far outside my expertise. I'm sorry.
Have you ever met somebody that goes by the name of Naribo?
I can't say.
Pretty
They kind of look
tall.
at each other. I can't say that. Can't say that I have.
Can I insight check
Can't
that?
or you won't.
Go ahead. Roll me an insight check.
13.
You get the sense they're keeping something from you.
I'm not buying it. You know Naribo. You've met before.
They kind of, you see them kind of glance. We can't. It's dangerous enough to speak of Oberon. And they kind of drop into a whisper. It's dangerous enough. I wish at the very least you would stop saying his name.
Fine. But I will say that you're probably, being with us is probably the safest place you'll ever be. So.
I'm beginning to think that may not be true.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, I would disagree with that a little.
A lot of stuff happens when.
I mean,
people
we're
hang
really
out
good
with
at
us.
keeping people alive and staying alive, but like, we get in a lot of trouble.
Safest, probably not the word I would use.
Yeah.
Well, fine.
But-
it's a good thought.
Well,
I can promise you guys that we aren't here to do anything bad. We just want to get back home.
so
true.
why are you here?
It was an
I'm-
accident.
And I'm here because of the accident that brought them here.
So
I-
you came
well-
the same time they did. that would make sense.
No. Afterwards.
But why?
To get them.
Help?
Listen, I promised someone who I could probably take in a fight, probably, but I don't want to. I promised that to this person that I would make sure they're safe and that I kept an eye on them. And going through random portals to the Feywildes isn't really keeping an eye on him. That is why I'm here. But that's not very important. What's important is that we get out of here as soon as we can.
And you have
Wait.
plans for that where you're going?
We are kind of playing it by ear.
Who are you keeping an eye on?
I thought it was
Fenrir?
kind of obvious. I promised to the captain that I wouldn't let you die. Any of you. He made it very clear that he would make my life...
Why does he care?
Because he cares about you, I guess. He always has a soft spot for adventurers. I also promised to find Brindley, and that's something we need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Interesting. I mean, all we did was bring trouble to him and his ship. I'm a little surprised.
Yeah.
That sounds like what I did when I was traveling with him as well. I think he likes it. A little excitement. Don't tell him I said that, because he will deny it, and then he'll take it out on me.
So you think Captain go way back?
Yeah, half a year, maybe longer. Lost track of time.
So,
Yeah, I thought he told you.
no. I mean, I didn't know. I don't know if maybe Ness knew or something. I don't know.
Ness, I'm bad with names. Ness is the clerical one, is he not?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I doubt he knew.
I hate to interject, but just one more time. Did the other two people are they dead? Because
So that second person you told us not to talk about stole
Yes.
them.
oh, so they're probably dead then.
No.
The-
We have 12 hours. It's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
oh, okay. Well, I
You
don't want
rip
to
his
know anything else
eyeballs
about it.
out.
That's fine. That's all I need.
Well,
to know.
you're the
Thank
one who asked.
you. Yep,
Yeah.
you're right, and I regret asking. I'm
Shouldn't
sorry.
ask questions you don't want answers to.
I'm sorry.
Especially since you say there's ears and eyes everywhere. I mean,
And we
it's
have a
kind of
reputation.
silly. Probably not here, though. Maybe we can make a
I think we already have one.
reputation here. You guys
Maybe
have
not
had a
you.
rough time, haven't you?
A little bit. I mean, these strange people have photos of us, and there's a reward on our head, so...
I kind of don't want to know, because that would freak me out a little bit, especially if something actually did happen and I wasn't there for it. Again, don't want to know. Nothing happened, everything was fine, and you've
Yep.
just been
We
exploring the
just hung
forest.
out.
That's what's happened, and if the captain asks,
We just hung
that's
out.
what happened.
We just hung out.
Perfect. We have our story straight.
Sure.
So, I have, what do you guys know, who Titania is?
Of course.
What's your opinion on her?
Well, we met her once when we were younger. We strayed a bit further than we should have, and she was kind. She saw that we arrived back home, but we did not have much interaction with her outside of that. But she does not have a bad reputation here, certainly.
Hmm.
Well, go ahead.
How close are we? Like, how long have we been traveling for? Would you
That's
say?
what I was about to say.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So as you guys begin traveling for the next probably 2 or 3 hours, the two elves, Vara and Vera, kind of just walking with you, being kind of quiet, but occasionally like pointing things for you to avoid, pointing out different types of wildlife and things like that that may, you know, depending on how long you're here, may provide sustenance, things like that. As you guys begin reaching about the 2.5 hour mark, they kind of stop and say, okay, so we are getting sort of closer to the edge of the forest, and I know that we're still heading in this direction, but it is our opinion that you probably will want to avoid. There's a bad batch of tangle vines not too far ahead. It'll just make things very uncomfortable. I think if we detour a bit east before we head north again, that things may go a bit smoother.
Can I insight check, make sure he's
Yeah.
telling the truth on that, or they're luring us in the ways we shouldn't go?
Sure.
22.
Nice.
Sure. Does anybody else want to check just for reference?
Check what?
Do an insight check.
I
Oh,
mean, I will
sure.
try.
I'll let you
I
guys
was
do
thinking
this one.
about it, but what? Come on, no. Click the
28.
thing is spazzing out.
Read their damn minds.
6.
Forests, man.
I'm
They-
a little preoccupied.
They seem
Guiding.
nervous about something, a little bit. They're concealing it well. You don't know exactly what they might be keeping from you, but there appears to be bits of, if you can't tell if it's concern or worry, but something untoward mixed in with truth. But certainly a lot of what they said was true, at the very least.
Okay, I guess this is where we take our leave. Thank you for escorting us and being helpful, I guess.
Well, all right, if you're sure. I wouldn't recommend going that way, but that's up to all of you.
Doesn't seem like we have much of a choice.
Right. Well, it's only a 30-minute detour.
You said we'd be avoiding some tangle vines.
Yeah, it's a little bit of nasty stuff. I'm sure you could cut your way through it, but it might come out a little bit worse for the wear on the other side.
Okay, yeah. Any avoidance of danger and death and injury, great idea. Let's do that.
All right, then the detour it is.
Alrighty then, that sounds great.
I'm
if you-
gonna draw my rapier though.
Yeah, can I have...
I'd probably have my bow out already.
Yeah, I want to just have my max ready, for sure.
Okay. Very good. Let's see.
Did these guys say they would escort us through the detour, or just showing us the way to the detour?
They said they'd escort you through.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it takes you guys the better parts of about 15 minutes heading east. Before you come to like a small clearing in the road. At this point, all right, we just need to turn northwards here, and I think we should be good to go from here. If you'll give me just a moment, I have to relieve myself. If you can stay here, Vera. Of course.
Insight.
I'll allow one of you to roll insight.
Not me.
I'm just gonna
Uh,
follow him.
24. You're just gonna. It's better to go in pairs.
Yeah.
So what did you say to him?
Oh, I was just seeing if he was telling the truth or not.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, he's
Okay.
not.
Okay, I understand you're in a unfortunate situation. You can't lie about seeing us, but perhaps wait a little longer. That we're out of sight before you turn us in or talk to whoever you're going to talk to.
Yes, well, I guess that is rather unfortunate, isn't it? Well, let me see what I can do. Vera, if you'll just come with me, and he begins kind of backing away from the two of you, or the three of you.
You don't want to walk away from us.
I think it's best we let him go.
You never saw us. We don't exist. Okay.
They saw us. They're not going to be able to lie to the powers that are controlling this place. They would just end up dead, and I don't blame them for telling the truth. But at least this will give us a little bit of a head start to probably leave and go as fast as we can away from here.
Fine.
I have a question.
For me or for them?
Yeah, for you.
Okay.
On my command spell, it says you might issue a command other than the ones described here. If so, the GM determines how the target behaves. If the target can't follow your command, the spell ends.
Okay.
So I was wondering if it would, and it says it has to be a one-word command. So I was wondering if it would be possible to use a command forget on them to make them forget they saw us.
Yeah, I would allow it. What is the duration of the spell?
It's 1 round until they fail a throw.
Ooh.
So it would work, but they would get a chance to break that.
Yeah.
To get save against it.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait.
And are we just leaving the forest, or are we still in it?
You're still kind of in the clearing where they were, as they kind of begin backing away from you. Roll a perception check, guys.
Ooh.
You said perception?
Perception, yes.
10.
11.
Natural 20, so
Plus
29.
29. Almost like a whisper, you hear the footfalls of what sounds to be 4 more humanoids making their way towards you guys from further east along this small path where this clearing kind of leads to. They sound pretty close, and from the movement now, Finveer, as you look out into the woods, you do see like just the hint of a cloak disappearing behind a tree. As you gather, this is some sort of patrol, potentially, that has certainly seen all of you.
Yeah. Well, I think we're surrounded. We should get to a better place to fight if we are going to fight. But let's keep it as a last chance, or a last ditch effort. Try and talk with them.
Time. We just don't have time to fight.
No, let's keep moving for now.
Onward.
And I'm gonna keep an eye out for, like, if there's anything close by, kind of thing.
Oh, I mean, they're probably within 60 feet of you guys.
Oh, 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a clearing we can get to?
You're in the clearing.
Fuck.
They're you gather watching you from outside.
Okay, I'm going to...
No, we need to keep going. They
We
haven't
can't-
attacked us yet.
They're all around us.
Then we keep going.
There's no place to go.
Are you guys... Okay, go ahead.
Is there a direction that we could like casually walk in to see if they're trying to follow us?
Sure.
I thought they were I thought they're all around us. Like...
No, they're coming from the east.
I thought they were from.
Oh, I thought you said they're all
Yeah.
around us. My apologies.
You said that.
My bad. I thought that's what you said. Then fucking opposite direction of them. Let's get the hell out of here.
However,
My bad.
as you guys are having this conversation, Vara and Vera you see them kind of glance at each other. Well, I am sorry about all this. But that is just how things work here.
Please don't make me
But thank you
regret
for
letting
being
live.
cooperative. That was very nice of you. At this point, you see as they both go and flip their daggers at Mercy and Dragathiel first. I need you guys to all roll initiative.
Fuck. They could have lived. They could have fucking lived. But no.
10.
Fuckers.
Okay. So Dragathiel with 10.
At 13.
All right.
Ooh, I like this song.
This is my jam.
All right, Finveer, what did you get?
For initiative,
Yes.
that would be a 17.
Okay. All right. We don't have any.
Where the minis at?
Don't worry about it. You may or may not need them for this.
Oh, okay.
Where are the what?
The minis.
All right. So at this point, let's go ahead and roll for these. Does a yeah, it does. 20, 21. What is your AC? Dragathiel?
18.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll for these attacks first, and then I'll. So, 2 daggers come off of Vera's. Like you see her quickly just flip them from her waist as they both seem to land in each of like the small chinks in your armor. They're just in between. Meanwhile, Mercy, I don't think a 13 hits you. Neither does a 7.
It does not.
Neither does a 7.
Can I try and catch one of the knives out of the air?
Does a 2089 hit you? 3,000?
Does a 90 hit you? Ty, does a 2 hit you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Hey man,
Fuck.
that's the way it did dice. I got my new. I was rolling with my new die. It just doesn't like paladins, I guess.
Ooh, don't say that.
It doesn't.
Is
What?
That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
said.
yeah. Because you're
Sorry.
next.
Because Clee.
Yeah, because you are
Can I
next.
try and catch one of these knives out of the air then?
Do you have?
Monk.
Do you have? Yeah. Do you have missile snaring?
No.
Didn't think so. All right, so no.
I don't know. Thought I'd try.
As Vera whips her daggers at you, and then Vara at you, they both miss for you there, Mercies. You kind of quickly sidestep as they go on either side of you. Let me see real quick.
In the meantime, I'm gonna flash an angry glare at Fenveer.
Yeah, I know.
Let me change this real quick. Sorry, I have to pull up my tabs. I'm running behind tonight. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so you take a total of 13 points of damage to Gathiel. Not too bad. I didn't roll very good for that part.
Dope.
As they both of these sink into just the weak points between your armor there. Also, I need, let's see, all 3 of you to make me a, let's say, what is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Hey, actually, it's an attack against you, so that I forgot about that. There we go. So let me try that first.
Why
All right.
not?
So, I just want to read this real quick. Okay, cool. So at this point, you guys see from kind of out of the trees, like 2 elves come running up to you guys, like sprinting out of their cover, and they toss a net towards you. I'm pretty sure 22 will land on all of you. Let's
Yes.
see. As 2 separate nets, kind of one net goes for Fenveer over you. Let me actually roll for the other ones. That's still gonna be a 20. So as both nets kind of land on the both groups of you, as the other 2 elves dart out from behind them and also throw a large net. You guys are now considered restrained until you are freed. A net has no effect on creatures that are formless or creatures that are huge or larger. A creature can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself, or another creature within its reach on success, dealing 5 slashing damage to the net. Also frees it. So basically, you can cut out of the net. But right now, you guys are currently like the nets are holding you down. When you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to attack with a net, you can only make 1 attack regardless. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, that was their surprise round on you guys. At this point, they actually rolled better on initiative than you as well. As the first 2 rangers that have kind of stepped out, they move up towards you guys and begin, specifically Mercy and Dragathiel, they kind of go to kind of like grab the net and hold you guys down. Let me roll real quick. They're going to attempt to kind of reach through and bind you further. First, Dragathiel, I need you to make me a... We'll just call it... I'll let you do either acrobatics or athletics, whichever's higher. Versus their 15 they got on their dexterity.
Oh, good, because I got an 8.
They managed to, as you were struggling, one of them managed to grab your hands and kind of pulls them back behind you as you're struggling with the net. Mercy, I need you to make the same thing, so it's a 15 as well.
Which check?
Either acrobatics or athletics. As you feel like the knees of this elf kind of push down into your back as you are now kind of on, like, pushed to the ground, and they're trying to grab your hands and bind them behind you.
You said, and I can choose whichever is higher between acrobatics and athletics?
Yes.
Because, all right, acrobatics puts me at 13.
Okay. You are also currently have your hands bound behind your back.
We're all dead.
Beautiful.
No.
So,
Not-
Finveer,
Okay.
your turn. I got a 24 total
For what? To attack?
against your because you're currently also restrained under the net.
Yeah. So what do I roll? Is that just against AC?
No. That's them trying. That's their. Essentially, it's almost like grapple, except they're trying to bind you. So for them, it's just straight dexterity.
For me, it's an
I'm sorry,
acrobatics.
23, not 24. And so you either athletics or acrobatics to try and avoid their dexterity check.
14.
At this point, as all three of you are currently
God damn.
bound behind your back, your weapons kind of falling limply to your side now. You see as the two twins, apparently, Vera and Vara, they kind of get up and say, well, that was a lot easier than expected, so, well, it's been a pleasure seeing all of you, and we're going to be going now. We've got to go collect our reward. Captain, you think you could maybe put in a good word for us? Yes, of course, I'd be happy to do as much. You led them right to our patrol. It was very,
Jesus.
very smooth operation. I expect from this point forward, we'll contact you as needed. But you all, for now, await our summons, and I assume Oberon himself may want to speak with you. Excuse me, Oberon wants to speak with us. I don't think you will wait until you receive further instruction. Again, appreciate your help in this endeavor, bringing these criminals to justice. As they kind of stand you all up with your hands kind of bound behind your back, you see if one of them begins gathering up your weapons as they kind of pull the nets off of you. You are muted.
Can I yell at Vera and Vara? Really
Sure.
quick. Didn't work out so well for you, did it?
Well, that remains to be seen. So,
Just wait
Have
until
fun
Oberon.
with Oberon.
Well, all the stuff you were talking about Oberon, phew, I would not want to meet him after that.
no,
Yeah.
we didn't say anything bad about our Lord Oberon. We would never do that.
Oh my God!
Oh,
what about
yeah,
except the
you
things you did say? And that was after you helped us too.
Yeah.
Ugh! Wait till everybody finds out about how you helped us.
No,
We were
you see,
gonna-
we brought you to an ambush. This was on purpose.
We were going to keep it quiet that you accidentally walked us into an ambush, but you're being dicks about it.
Look, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you talked really ill of Oberon,
Yeah.
and I'm not one to talk ill of anyone too. I was shocked. Hey, praise Oberon. Look,
Shocked. Praise Oberon.
praise Oberon. I don't know how they're gonna take this. I mean,
I will let
I don't know.
Dragathiel and Mercy roll a persuasion
Yeah,
check.
because my persuasion's terrible. That's great.
24.
Yeah! So you get fucking fuss.
Freaking, why does it do this? I have the worst dice, 12.
They kind of look back and forth between each other, and Vara starts to speak. I think we're okay. And you see is then Vera kind of says, brother, I think maybe just this once we ought to consider it. At this point, you kind of notice that the rangers kind of surrounding you guys are kind of still working on gathering your things. He kind of looks at her and says, look, dear sister, do you really think that would be the wise decision? She says, well, if nobody can find the bodies, then then perhaps we really will be okay. Oh, goodness. And you see as he kind of strides forward, and he puts his arm kind of around the captain who's facing the one direction. He says, "Look, Captain, I hate to be the one to tell you this." And then you see as he sinks his dagger directly into the jugular of the captain.
Oh, man.
At this point, it was pretty quiet. The others kind of like hear like the sound as the captain is like kind of clutching his throat. At this point, Vera is going to make an attack on both of them as well. That definitely hits, and that does as well. Let me see. She manages to sink one dagger into each of the stomachs of each of the two of the guards that are currently, these rangers that are currently tying the two of you up, Mercy and Drathiel. As if they go, bloody hell, is like, what? As they look up and then kind of like, now they're looking at the blood on their hands that's kind of pouring out. Says, what? Why would you? And you see now as they kind of pull out their weapons, kind of, and begin to engage as well. We're gonna hop back into the turn order then. Finveer, you are first.
I'm still bound, right?
You're currently bound. You're restrained. You can attempt to break those bonds.
What am I bound with?
You can't tell, unless, I mean, they didn't just tell you what you were bound with. It's behind your back.
No, but like, what does it feel like? Is it like metal, or is it like
It
feel
appears
like
to be some sort of rope, like something that's softer than metal at the very least. Could be a vine, could be rope.
Can I use my claw to like try and like break it, like just quickly, like just you know, like with my fingernail kind of thing?
I will, because of the nature of your extremity.
Damn it! I was hoping this would be minor.
I mean, it is minor. It is currently under your cloak. Cutting might be kind of difficult unless you...
I'm trying to picture this.
Because you don't really have like a... You can do it. You will have to make a will saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Come on, baby. Natural 20.
Okay.
Ooh. 23 total.
You manage to focus just enough as you kind of... Now, from the kind of back edge of your hand, you do sprout a kind of almost a small protrusion, and you do manage to kind of like begin sawing through. Go ahead and roll me with advantage. Go ahead and roll me just a strength check.
That's real good. Just a straight strength check,
Yes,
not
yes.
saving throw. Okay,
Yep.
that is a 20 total.
All right,
Well,
so you do manage, with just extreme focus, to control your arm in a way that you have not before. You do feel it pulsate as it begins to try spreading as you have given into it a little bit, but you do manage to keep your mind intact at the very least. As you now rip out of these, you are currently free. That was pretty much all of your action.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to take a bonus action, I'll allow that, but otherwise you're taken out.
I don't think I... Can I just like look around for my weapons? Is that something I could do as a bonus action? Just quickly glance around? Shouldn't have gone too far, right?
No. They're the remaining. There are two rangers around you, and then two around Dragathiel and Mercy, as they are kind of collecting. They were collecting your things. As now two of them immediately dropped the things that Mercy and Dragathiel had.
Okay.
So her axe and both of his rapiers are on the ground. Your bow is kind of on the ground in front of you. Somebody's bending down to pick it up as they look up at you now. As you've kind of broken out of your bonds. They're like, just staring at you kind of blankly, but they are certainly within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a sword. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, you do. I remember.
Yeah. I didn't know if it's there as well. You know.
So, Mercy, it is your turn.
Can I try and see? I'm still bound. Yeah, so what are the ways I can manifest an Eldritch Blast? Like, can I use it in a way like have it come like engulf my hands in a way, like shoot it just in hopes that like the energy, the residual Energy like
Oh.
burns the rope, the bindings off of me.
It's clever.
I would allow, if you wish to try and quickly break out, I would allow you to use your Eldritch Blast. So it is a force attack, so it's more of an impacting type of energy. What I will allow you to do, and you might take a tiny bit of damage, I will allow you to put your hands together and shoot both beams together to blast your hands apart.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Worth it.
You will take a little bit of damage, but
The loudest self high five.
I'm also going to.
just make I want you to, if you're going to do that,
Yeah.
go ahead and make me just a general dexterity check. It's not super hard, but
Yeah.
just to make sure you don't misfire weird. Your hands are bound kind of tight, so getting them into the position might be difficult.
15.
Okay, you do manage to like slip both of your palms together. Feels pretty solid.
And then just roll like how should I roll for this?
You don't need to. You're not gonna miss. Go ahead and roll damage for me though.
Just go back to here.
For both beams.
Yeah. Wait, what's damage? I rolled the wrong die.
Change this to a different song real quick.
9 for the first beam.
No, wrong one.
And
This one. There we go.
9 for the first beam, 8 for the second beam.
Okay, so 17 damage. You're gonna take half of that,
Okay.
so 8 points.
And I'm gonna use Fighting Spirit as my bonus action just to get 5 temporary HP back. So
Okay, very good. So as you, from behind you, you take a glance over, you see Finvir rip out of his. You manage to blast your hands apart, the rope kind of catching and hurting your wrists, but also the energy kind of blasting into yourself. You do take a little bit of damage, but not as bad as you definitely not as bad as you could have.
yeah.
So-
got lucky.
That'll be the end of your turn. Go ahead and add your 5 temporary HP.
Yep.
Let's move them because they drop them back down here. Okay. All right. So Vera and Vara, they already. Captain looks dead. The other 3 are still alive. So Dragathiel, it's actually your turn now. So as you see your friends kind of rip out of their bonds in various different ways.
How close is everyone to me?
Finvir is about 5 feet behind you, and then Mercy's 5 feet to your right, within 5 feet of you. You guys are all pretty close.
I mean, can I like not ask one of them to untie me?
You could. You'll have to wait till their turn. But yeah, you can.
Ugh.
Yeah, right.
You can always try.
And how far are the 2 guards and Bar and Vera from us?
Vara and Vera are a little further. They're probably about 15 feet away.
Okay.
The other 2 guards are currently engaged. I'm sorry. Yes, 2 guards with you, and then one ranger is currently back with Finvir. The captain who was ahead of you, where Vera and Vara were, he kind of walked him back away. He is dead, or at least looks to be bleeding out on the ground.
Cool. And then how far away is my axe from me?
It's on the ground in front of you.
Oh, well, can I try to cut my ropes on my axe
Sure.
blade? Sweet.
Go ahead. And
I thought it
roll.
was further away.
No. You would have dropped it right in front of you. They were picking it up, but they.
Oh, okay. I thought they already like had it. Or, like,
They did, but after getting hit in the gut with a dagger, they dropped them.
Cool.
So yes, you can absolutely try that. Just go ahead and roll me a general dexterity check with advantage. It's not going to be too difficult as it's a large axe. You just have to saw at it a bit. It's just more to determine how quickly you can get it done.
My second roll didn't land. It landed on like the corner, and so it's like, you said dexterity.
Yeah, just a general dexterity.
18.
18. you do manage pretty quickly, like with a few quick movements, you do manage to break out of your bonds. You are currently unbound with your axe in front of you on the ground.
Awesome.
I will still give you your bonus action.
Awesome. With my bonus action, I'm going to... I mean, can I just use my bonus action to pick up my axe? Because that's about all I can really
Sure, of course.
do right now. I just want to have my axe in hand.
Very good. Okay, cool.
Because almost all my spells are actions.
Very good. So, at this point, the ranger that's in front of you, Finveer, kind of looks up and says, oh shit. He's actually going to turn and run from you at this point. So you will get an attack of opportunity. You don't currently have your weapon in hand.
I'm not using my claw. I know you want me
It's up
to. No! It's a bad idea. It's for emergencies only, okay?
Okay. Well, it's up to you. You can still make an attack.
Just, like a punch?
Or a kick, yeah.
I want to... Can I...
Tackle.
I'm going to punch him in the back of the head.
Okay.
That's a really good roll. I don't know what I... Oh, yeah, I had +4. So 19.
Okay. That does hit.
He takes 2 points of damage.
Wow, okay, nice.
Yep.
As he's kind of running away, he's like,
Poor
"Ow!"
guy.
As he kind of like stumbles, like he currently runs as fast as he can. He's moving as far away from you as fast as he can. But yeah, let me take 2 HP off of that guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
You see, he goes to try running past Vera and Vara, whose turn it is now. They kind of look at both of you. And say, well, we can't let anyone get away, or we'll all be dead for sure. So, well, here we go. As you see, as she now kind of grabs her bow and she's gonna take a shot at him. That just barely hits. And he's going to attack as well, and that also hits. So let's go and roll the damages. Nice. Okay. So they both rolled really well. You look as they both kind of turn in unison and pull back on their longbows, and just as these 2 arrows sink into just directly into either side of his spine, and he just kind of you hear just a gasp as he falls to the ground and just is dead before he hits the ground, not moving. Let's take that guy to turn order. It's actually this guy's turn. So the ranger that's currently to your left, Jagathiel, he sees you on the ground, and he's going to...
What? Why am I on the ground?
Because you were cutting your bonds, and you picked your...
What? No, I picked up my... You said that I stood up. You said I cut my bonds and that I got up.
Yeah, but then
and
you
so
picked up your axe.
I picked up... Why would I get on the
Okay,
ground to pick
fine.
up my axe?
Because it was on the
Oh.
ground. I don't mean on the ground, I mean bending over to grab it. I don't mean you're like turtling on the
Have
ground.
I really not completed that action in the time it took those 2 to shoot a dude? Like...
Either way, he sees you bending over to grab it. You have stood up now at this
I know.
point, completely ready for the attack that he's hurling at you.
Sweet.
That is not going to hit you, and he's also going to run. He fires an arrow, which just kind of like...
Wow, these guys suck.
It glances off your shoulder, and he's like...
Really?
"All right, and you see him, he just drops his bow and turns and runs the other direction away from you.
This is embarrassing.
You can attack or opportunity on him if you would like.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my javelin at him.
Oop.
'Cause why not?
I mean, he's within melee. You can hit him with your...
Oh, is he within
axe.
melee?
Yes. I mean, as he's leaving, yes.
Well, because I mean, you said you shot an arrow, so it just didn't
Yeah,
seem
that's
like
why
a melee.
he was at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
He definitely does.
Oh well, then yeah, I'll smack him with my axe. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Okay. Did 13? Oh boy.
13 total?
Yeah.
Just misses, unfortunately. As you kind of like you react to him like, and then you go to swing with your axe, a little confused as it just kind of like just scrapes the back of his armor as he's like running away from you. Finveer,
Why do you do this?
Finveer, it is your turn. Mercy, you're up after that.
This is just saddening. I'm going to pick up my bow and quiver.
Okay.
And is there? Can I see them? Is there? I don't know how many are left.
There's only 2 currently alive. Is one of them you see has been put down by Vara and Vara. The other one who had been taken out previously as well by Vara. The other 2 are currently running.
Are they close? Are they within 5 feet of each other?
No.
Okay, I'll take a shot at both of them regardless.
Okay.
Boop doop boop boop doo doo doo. Killing some elves. 15.
15 does hit.
And that is 27
Wait, damage or to hit?
to hit
On
the other
second?
guy.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's hit as well. Okay.
Okay, gotcha. And that is 9 points of damage for both of them.
Okay. You rolled the same on both. Nice.
Yeah, 2 4s.
Toy.
Yeah, you do see as you release both arrows, it does seem to impact, and they don't appear to appreciate it, but they are currently still, at least the one is currently still running away rapidly.
Whatevs.
Mercy, unless you've got anything else to do, Finveer.
Nah, I'm good.
Mercy, it is your turn. There's currently one still standing to your right who has not had a chance to react to all this.
To my right.
Yes,
Where my rapiers, they're just on the ground, right?
correct.
I'm just gonna pick those up.
As he kind of turns to you, he dropped them in front of you as he's kind of bleeding out. So he's like, oh.
I'm gonna.
That'll be your bonus action to pick them up.
That's fine. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pick them up.
Okay.
Then going to gonna stab him.
Stab a bitch.
Good answer.
I'm gonna shank you. Shank you very much.
All right.
I'm
roll hit.
gonna stab him. Yeah. That is a 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage, sir.
Oh, that's a candle. Hold on.
Don't roll
saw
the
that.
candle.
What?
I see that. That's A+.
It's literally right in the center. Like it's perfectly balanced.
That's crazy.
It's
Do I just
cocked as
re-roll
hell.
that?
Yeah, re-roll that cocked fucking.
Re-roll that cock.
Re-roll that cock.
Nice.
I need everyone to roll me a rock.
That's an 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to use action surge so I can attack again.
Okay. Well, you get 2 attacks.
I know. Well, okay, then I guess. But like the 2 attacks, can I use the first rapier again? I don't, since my
Yeah.
bonus action comes with the offhand one.
Yeah,
Right.
this isn't a bonus action though. You just get 2 attacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay. Well, but then I'm gonna after this one. Then I'm gonna action surge and stab him again.
Oh, quick question. Does extra
no, I'm
attack
not.
apply to
Bells?
To attack of opportunity?
opportunity? Yeah, my brain just exploded.
No, I think it has to be an attack action, not a reaction.
Yes,
Okay.
I think you're right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just wondered. I didn't think so, but then I was like,
There's something in Pathfinder that lets you do.
Yeah, I think there's a feat that lets you do it in 5.
There might be.
So, second attack. Mercy.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
Oh, sad day. Hey, you miss. As the first one goes and you kind of widen the hole that the dagger left in his stomach, you go back to strike again, and he kind of like sidesteps it and bats it away. So he very clearly wants nothing to do with the pointy end of your rapier. So you're gonna, but does an action surge? You're gonna go ahead and burn that,
Yeah.
and that does not require a bonus action, right?
No, it's just it just is.
Okay.
That is a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oof.
Couple of rough rolls there.
Let's get some F's in chat.
Are you? Did you roll your second attack?
What?
Second attack? Did you roll it?
You said it did not hit.
The first one didn't. You still
Yeah.
get 2 attacks because you're taking action surge.
Even with action surge?
Yeah, so you get
Yeah, that would be 3 attacks, right?
That'd be 4 total because he gets
They
2
4 attacks.
Yeah, so
what
he-
he's saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn!
I thought action surge didn't include the
No.
second attack.
it still counts as an extra action. Action
Oh,
surge gives you another action, which means you take the attack action, which you get 2 attacks on.
Ah, which I
Yeah.
get 2 of.
Fighters, am I right?
Hey,
That's
let's
dope.
go.
Hey,
And
that's a
that
good
is
roll.
19.
That's
to
a good
hit.
roll.
19 does. Nice,
Good.
definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
There we go. And that is a 8 damage.
As he sidesteps the second blow and the third blow, you then reach back out as you've kind of got him pinned down at this point. He's caught off guard, stumbling backwards as you drive the point of your rapier kind of up into his skull, and you see it kind of exit the back of his head. As you pull it back out, he falls to the ground, limp and dead.
Tasty.
So let's remove him from the turn order.
Mhm.
He has ketchup in him.
Does he?
It's spilling out everywhere.
Drathiel, it is your turn. There's currently the one guy left to your left. He is currently not. He's running away. Not doing
How
great.
far is he?
He's about 30 feet away from you at this point.
You got him.
Okay. I guess I'll just throw my javelin at him.
You can. You know you've got 30 feet of movement. You can actually catch him.
I can catch him?
Mhm.
Oh.
Fuck him up.
Because I did not think I could catch him. Okay, well then, yes.
You've got
I
30
will
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Thanks. Well, I just thought, because I just didn't know if, like, him still moving is taken into account or how that works. Would be more... It's weird when we're moving.
I get you.
Like, when we were running from
Yeah.
everything, like, I was like, how is this working? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Lots of
Cool,
math in my
then
head.
yes. Yeah. I will, then I'll do that, and then I'm going to attack him with my great axe.
Okay.
20 to hit?
That definitely hits. It wasn't natural 20.
No.
Okay. Definitely hits. Yep. Go and roll damage.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Divine Smite
Okay.
just to do some extra fun stuff.
Okay.
So, let's see. I need that. Sorry, I just have to grab one of my dice. Okay. 12 total.
12 total damage.
Ooh, spicy.
That's enough as you
Yeah.
kind of bring
Okay,
your axe
cool.
around and cleave through the top half of his body. He falls to the ground dead. Just a bit of divine energy kind of almost cauterizing the wounds as it passes through cleanly, and he just flops to the ground on the other side. Vera and Vara now walk up to this point. So, let's just pretend we never met then, and perhaps you can help us dispose of these bodies right quick, and we can all be on our way.
Oh wait, did you say help you dispose of the dead bodies?
Oh, that would be most appreciated.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
I'm-
we're kind of on a deadline. Sorry.
We're,
Good luck.
we're a little time crunched right
Bye.
now. Have a wonderful time, and
Yeah, I'm
hopefully
gonna
you hide
stab
all the
Vara.
evidence. Oh no!
No! Fuck.
Okay. Go
Oh
ahead.
goddamn!
Go ahead and roll me. Let's re-roll initiative real quick.
Oh god! You blood-hungry sumbitch.
I got 18 for my initiative.
24.
Wait, I got it.
All right.
11.
Okay.
You're just like looking
So-
at everything. We did a great job.
All right.
Well,
so
I thought we were
Mercy.
good.
Yeah.
Finvir, you're technically at the top of the turn order, but Mercy's going.
Yeah, he's
first.
doing his bonus or his thing.
However, Vera had an action ready in case this happened.
Oh fuck.
Vera or Vara? Because I said
Vera.
Vara.
Vera had an action ready in
Okay.
case you attacked anybody.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and make sure I get this spell right. All right. Is this right? Let me make sure. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay. $13
Not quite enough. As
or
suddenly
14. Sorry, 14.
that just barely makes it.
Beats it.
As you see from
Hell yeah.
the ground below you, there's just like these vines kind of shoot up around you and attempt to like entangle you, but you jump out of the way. However, you can now go ahead and make
Do
your
your
attack.
shank.
Thank God. So this is like a full fresh turn, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
16 to hit.
All right. Sorry, let me. I'm adjusting things now since the situation changed.
Changed in an instant. D&D.
All right. Okay. Sorry. What did you say?
16 to hit.
16 just barely hits. Yeah. Go and roll damage.
11 damage.
Okay. Very good. That's first attack. Technically, you still get another attack.
Yes, I do.
As suddenly, like, Vara seems very confused as he's now seemingly very quickly bleeding from his stomach, and he doesn't quite seem to know where the attack came from.
This was an 18 to hit.
Yep, that also hits.
Jeez, you're just tearing into this guy.
That is. I'm just curious. Okay. 11 damage again.
All right, very good.
And then the second one's at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, with your bonus action, with your rapier, yes,
Yeah,
that will
yeah.
be disadvantage. Yes. Disadvantage. You just roll twice.
Yeah.
Lower.
I know.
Okay.
No, because I'm adding.
Big brain.
Everyone has Twitch.
So the
on,
lowest was 17.
That also hits. Go ahead.
right? This guy. I mean, they fucked with the wrong people, really.
And damage
We
is.
had a hard time. We're not
Thank
patient.
you,
No.
D&D gods. The second one is 12 damage.
You rolled better with your offhand rapier
yeah.
for damage. Is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, no. Well, okay, it's not 12. It's 11. I added one too many because it's the wrong one. But
Okay.
yes, 11 damage.
Yeah,
Still
he's starting to
pretty
look rough. He is not dead, but he is currently bleeding profusely. Let's see.
If you were wondering why like the rolls were good, it's because of the
Hex?
like
What?
it's the hex warrior. I gain proficiency. Like
Oh, no, I said
I get
hex.
to stack my charisma with my damage and hit rolls with the weapon that I'm touching. So
Yep.
I just like that's why I've been doing extra math because I forgot I could do that. And I
Cool,
did.
man. That's exciting. So,
As solar it was.
so, very good. We're good. Let me put the. Okay, cool. So we're actually wrapping back around to the top of the turn order. Let me put them back in there. Very good. Okay, Finveer, you're technically up first.
Yeah. Are the dear old brother and sis 5 feet apart?
They're pretty close together, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll attack the guy twice and her once.
Okay.
So let's see here. Nope, natural one on the first attack.
Yeah.
16 on the second. And on her, a 21.
So the first one was how much to hit? First one?
16 on the
16.
second attack.
16 on the second attack. What
To
was
hit.
What was the first?
The
attack?
first one was 11.
Okay, 11 does not hit, and the second attack was on her.
It was 2 on him and then 1 on her.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. So
And then the last
yes.
one on her is a 21.
Yeah, the last 2 then hit.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Doing some damage because that's the cool thing to do. That
Bar-
is 9 on her.
Mhm.
And was that a +5?
Which
Yeah.
one's the boy?
Wait, didn't you attacked Vara first? So it should be 9 on him, right?
Oh.
If we're
I
going-
have them separated. Like,
okay.
I was highlighting them.
Okay.
Sorry. No, my bad. Because sneak attack, the way it works differently. My bad. It is on him. It is 17,
Okay.
and on her it's 6.
Okay, 17 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as this happens, your attacks do strike true, and as it looks like Var is beginning to fall to the ground, you suddenly see just a burst of magic go out from him, and I need to roll for wild magic real quick.
Oh God.
All right. This was a fun rule I came across the other day, which I really liked.
Lovely.
All right, wild magic table. So I currently got a 24. I don't have the wild magic table open yet. I wasn't prepared.
22. I don't blame you.
So
Yeah, I
let's
walk up and
see.
stab him.
24.
Yeah.
24, the day of my
He
birthday.
currently, you see him turn his skin turn a vibrant blue. He falls to the ground. He's not dead. You see he's breathing heavily, and he seems to be very worn out. But he's currently still alive.
Okay.
So, is that the end of your turn then, sir?
Absolutely.
Okay. It now
Well, I'll
being...
say,
Go
couldn't
ahead.
leave dogs
Say what?
lie. I say to them, couldn't let sleeping dogs lie.
Okay. All right. So, it now being Vera's turn, you see like a look of horror kind of go across her face. Let me look what she has ready.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Okay. Okay. So in between all of you, right in front of her and her brother Vara, you guys see as she kind of like does her hands like this, and just just suddenly a wall of wind appears between the two of you. And let's see, 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Cool. So it kind of curves around them, protecting them from you in like a small arc for 25 feet on either side.
Okay.
At this point, that is going to be her action. I don't think she has a bonus action she can actually use. Let me check.
This has gone real dark.
Wait a minute. Let me check my thing real quick to make sure I'm not crazy. All right, so because I don't want to break my own rules. All right, homebrew rules.
Got this.
Bonus action spells. I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. Yep. So then she is going to also lean down and cast Cure Wounds on him. That's her bonus action. So let me roll for that real quick. She's almost tapped out of spells already. Cool.
Thanks for the info.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Cure Wounds is not a bonus action, but Healing Word is. But I don't think she has Healing Word. No, she does not. So fuck it then. With her bonus action, she is going to use. Oh no, Healing Spirit. That's what she's got.
Damn it, that's a good one.
So she's.
I have that one.
She's gonna drop Healing Spirit on him. Healing Word. I knew she didn't have I knew she had healing something. So 1d6 for him right now. He got the full 6. Hooray! Back to 7. He's currently at 7 HP.
Oh.
That was the end of her turn. It's currently his turn.
Oh. Oh no! I'm so scared.
What's he gonna do? Stand up?
He is and run away. He looks at it. He says, "Let's."
Hey, wait, there's a thing around him.
No, around separating. She can make the wall whatever shape she wants.
Okay,
It's like a
okay.
horseshoe shape, protecting them from
Yeah.
you guys.
Gotcha.
How high does it go up?
So she heals him
15
and
feet.
yeah, 15 feet. So she uses her movement. She's 30 feet away, and after he kind of stands up, he'll have 15 feet plus his dash, so he is 45 feet. So he actually manages to catch up and pass her. He's currently 45 feet away down the trail. She's 30 feet. The wind wall, by the way.
Was that one spell of concentration, the wind wall?
Good question. I'm about to check. I don't think that it was, but it could be. Wind wall is... Yes, it is. Is a...
Okay. And it's gone.
Yep. Well, actually, was her other spell concentration? Oh, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yep, you're right. Then, yep, it is currently gone. All right. Oh, though before it goes, because the wind wall was on you guys, I need you to make a as it disappears. I need you to make a saving throw real quick.
What kind?
Strength saving throw.
Who?
All of you.
All of us? Okay. Also, is everybody like near me?
Yeah. You guys are.
Okay,
yes.
so you guys get +3 on saves.
Hey.
Nice.
20 total.
22. So you succeed your saving throw.
Fuck.
You said strength, right?
What kind of save did you say to me?
Strength.
Just a strength save?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So.
Yeah.
14. Okay.
7.
So, what did you get, Mercy?
14.
All right. So Mercy and Finveer, you both only take 7 points of damage. Jagathil, you take 14.
Ooh, damn.
Whatever.
As the wall just kind of
Spicy.
bludgeons you. But currently, after she heals her brother, it does disappear.
Okay.
So now, at the end of his turn, Mercy, it is now your turn.
So I'm going to. So he's 45 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna run to catch up.
Okay.
And dash. Do what I got to.
You're just going for him specifically?
Him specifically.
Okay.
What does that all use up, Vine, again?
If you dash, it's going to be your movement and your action.
I could just
But I
picture
still
this
get
poor
a
guy.
second. I can still attack, right?
You can attack with your offhand, yeah. With your bonus action, you attack with your offhand rapier, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab him with my offhand.
Actually, really quick, all I can see in my head is like an anime where the like bad guys like realize they're so screwed and they try to run, and all of a sudden the like anime character shows up as a shadow next to them, like
Yeah.
super fast. It's just like shing their eyes,
My
and they're like,
Wamu.
and there's just a smile, and then they just slash him, and you're like, oh shit, this is guy right now.
Yeah. He's like, you're not getting away.
Yes, that's how it's in my head. All right.
Oh my god.
Wait a second.
just-
Can you attack with a bonus action if you haven't attacked with your action?
How do you mean?
Read the dual wielding bits on your character.
Um.
I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, 'cause you'll probably be quicker than me. When you engage in two-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. That's not the right thing to read.
It is two-weapon fighting. That's something for when you.
When you take
Yeah, you
an
have
attack
to
action
attack.
and attack.
Rip.
You have to
You can
attack
be
with
next
your-
to him, and then you'll get an attack of opportunity on your turn if he runs away. Assuming he doesn't withdraw.
Just gonna follow his ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up. Can I? So I can't really do anything. I guess just bonus action stuff. Let me see.
I don't know. You tell me. They're your actions.
I'm looking.
Yes.
Nah, it's not worth doing. I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Very good. All right, Dragathiel, your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Ahead
of you, 30 feet, Vera. 15 feet past that, you see Mercy currently running alongside Vara.
How far ahead did you say he is?
They're
Very-
45.
They're 45. and she's 30.
Vera is 30. Yeah.
Okay.
They're Vera far away.
Shut up.
That was a good one. Come on.
that was good. I like that. That was good.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hold Person.
On.
No, I'm not. I don't know. Okay, first, can I? Balls. This is so stupid. Yeah, no, I'm gonna. Okay, no, I'm gonna actually use command at a second level on both Vara and Vera.
Okay.
I'm commanding them to halt.
All right, and it's a wisdom save.
Yes, 14.
She failed. He also failed. Got
Okay.
it. 7 and a 9.
So with that, they're halted, and I'm gonna yell at Mercy, and obviously Fenrir can hear me. Do you really need to kill him? We're kind of on a schedule.
Come on, can't I just kill one of them?
Why?
Look
They
at
know
him!
they fucked up. They messed with the wrong people. Are you guys gonna do it again? Do you want to die here and now? Because these are your options.
They're halted, right?
Yeah.
As they kind of like immediately come to stop and say, yes, death would be unfortunate, for sure.
Oh, he's so pretentious. Let me just stab them. Come on.
Well, honestly, the way I looked at it was, didn't really need to stab him because they're probably dead already.
Yeah,
Just
they're already
once.
on the run.
Can I please kill him?
Can we please go?
Can we kill one as a warning?
Roll me,
He already
Mercy.
was knocked down.
Mercy, roll me a wisdom save.
Ooh.
19. Wait. I need to add my stuff. 21.
Okay. Continue.
Oh, that's it? Well, it's entirely up to you, but I think we should get
wait,
going.
Oh no, he's far away. Never mind. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think we should go.
Oh, and just remember, if you alert anyone to where we are, we do not
We're
mind
gonna set
sharing.
him free.
We do not mind sharing that you helped us escape in the first place.
Very good. Right then. Good day.
Ugh, really,
can
it's
you
not.
let me go
Can
now?
you stop?
Actually, he's gonna make because you guys have stopped. Alright. She broke her hold person, and he did not still.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna say, like, you'll be able to move soon enough. We're gonna head on our way first.
Meanwhile, Vera, I suggest you run.
Well, I'm not going to leave my brother behind.
Yeah, come on, Mercy, come on, let's go.
Let's just leave them.
Let's go. He's stuck and half dead. Let's go.
I'm gonna do, can I stab Vara?
Are you kidding me?
If you stab him and he's held, that's considered a critical, I'm pretty sure. With hold person?
Let's see.
With command.
Is it command or hold person?
I used command.
Okay.
So no. And he gets another save, so he's currently broken it. Are you stabbing him then?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
No.
I knew I should have done.
Is this her last spell slot? Because she ready to. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you, but. So she did ready.
Dragathiel's having an aneurysm.
She's having an aneurysm. Cool. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna try one more time. I need you to make a. Is it strength? I just lost it. I need you to make a saving throw.
That is him.
What?
Something. Discord.
Jesus. You're making me laugh. Stop.
So, dexterity saving throw, Mercy.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
14.
14. You do succeed that. However, I also need you to make me another saving throw. This is going to be acrobatics for you.
We're killing these people. We can't not now.
Yeah.
19. No, 21. That's a 16. So 21.
He got a 23 on his grapple on you. So as you go to like stab out, he grabs your arm and twists behind you. And you're currently grappled with him. He kind of deflected your attack to grapple behind you. So if you make your attack now, I believe it's going to be disadvantaged. Let me double check. Let me see. Grapple. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack to grapple, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Tari's grappled. Alright, so... Okay. Nope, you're just grappled. He is attempting to grapple you, but you can still attack.
What does that mean?
At the moment, not much if you're stabbing him.
So I can just still attack him? I can just still stab him with my rapier?
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna...
You just break
suspicious, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay. It just... Basically what it means is, you can't move. But you can still try and attack.
Good. I want him trapped here. He's trapped here with me, and I'm not trapped with him.
Oh,
I'm not in here with all of you.
Hold on, who's first in turn, or him or his sister?
I don't know. I thought it was me.
Oh, she's... Oh, yeah. Technically... Well, you are first in the turn order.
Mm-hmm.
But they're using readied actions. Because you guys stopped to talk.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Mercy. Roll your attack.
Oh God, what is it? Is it something great or is it something bad?
20.
No, it's bad. No, it's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Oh man.
But I can still use a second attack, right?
You can, yeah.
Do it.
Do it. You won't know balls.
Ooh, a little bit better.
That is a 15. to hit.
15 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That does not hit.
Hmm.
He just manages to kind of wrestle your rapier out of the way enough as it's just narrowly avoiding cutting him.
Then I'm gonna go at him with the offhand.
You want this guy dead so bad.
So bad.
Oh man, the rage.
All right.
That's good.
But I have to roll a disadvantage.
Oh,
here.
that's right.
Okay, so 9.
You managed to miss that as well.
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Cool.
Cool.
We're gonna start back at the top of the turn order then. Well, actually, no. Let's give Dragathiel a chance real quick. Dragathiel, what are you doing?
She's like, fucking goddamn it.
I'm just gonna use my. Can I just get over there?
We'll
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get over there.
I mean, you've made it close enough. There.
She's now near me.
Yeah, she used her movement. She is now close enough to touch you at least.
Ooh.
Dragathiel, he's mine. Just go for her.
The look on her face is like priceless.
Please, Dragathiel.
Okay, so while he is holding Mercy,
Mhm.
I'm gonna punch Mercy in the face.
Okay.
Oh.
He. Okay.
Damn.
Very good.
I
14. Such a bad roll.
You still get multiple attacks.
Oh, then I'm gonna try again.
You still get 2 attacks. Yeah.
Oh man.
19?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Pretty
Pretty sure that hits Mercy. I could be wrong.
yeah.
Cool. Well, he's gonna take 3 points of damage, and as I smack him, I'm just gonna yell, "We have less than 12 hours to save our friends! Get your shit together!" I'm just gonna punch him right in his pretty cheek.
Ow! I mean, I deserve that. But
Are we done?
It's your turn, Finvir.
Okay, I'm going to like.
I should also mention at this point,
Is
Vera used her bonus action to move the spirit over to her brother.
Yeah, that's fine.
And is Vara just standing there holding him like Defoe?
I mean, she's got her weapons trained on Mercy right now.
I'll walk over to Mercy and like kind of tap him on the shoulder and be like, "Come on, there'll be other fights."
I'm gonna kill him.
Why
Let me kill
are
him.
you so intent on killing me?
Because I don't like people lying to me. You walk just right into an ambush.
He kind of looks over at you, Finvir, says, "Are all humans this way?"
Listen, you're barely alive right now, and you should probably be doing your best to talk nicer to us, seeing that we're likely to let you live right
Mercy,
now.
did you have any damage on you, by the way? The healing spirit's on you as well.
Oh shit.
What do you mean?
Have
Sorry.
you taken any damage since you've been in the
Well,
Feywilde?
at least,
3 from the punch.
yeah.
And you would have taken 7 from
The wind wall.
the wind wall.
8, well, wait.
Have you? I'm just saying. Are
No,
you
I
missing
didn't-
HP or not?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
How much? I'm just curious.
8 points.
Okay. That isn't math. Should be. Oh, because you fight.
I had bonus
Yeah.
healing too.
So you get 7 points back
Nice.
currently.
I'd be glad to leave these people and never see their faces ever again. So let's just go save the people who are really close to being killed by some mad lunatic. Get the fuck out of here and try and solve and stop some sort of cultist activity in the Vale. Does that sound like a plan? Because it sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a really good plan.
You don't talk.
At this point, Mercy, you are back at full health.
I am.
Yep.
It's just fine. Let's go. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Okay, perfect. Where are we heading, Dragathiel? This way. Perfect. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna look at the
Changes
two
his
of
mind.
them really quick and just say, "All right, you have your lives now. Don't try anything funny, or else I'm not stopping him again. It's too exhausting."
Of course. Good day. They kind of give a quick bow and turn and just go
So.
to disappear into the woods, the two of them.
Cool. And we head our way.
Okay.
We can go our own way.
So, you guys now leaving. I'm going to change the music back to something more fun. As they disappear into the woods behind you, you now, Dragathiel, you still feel pulled in the general northward direction, and the feeling is getting stronger as if you are getting closer. Mercy, you look upset. Are you
I'm upset.
okay? Just
I want
making
to
sure.
kill someone.
I want to kill a guy. They don't call me Mercy Kill a Man for nothing.
So, that was eventful.
Mercy, what the heck was that?
Uh, just go easy on him.
Just, I don't know. All right, sometimes I feel like we're just too nice, letting people go, letting our names spread around this place. I mean, when does it end?
What do
I
you
honestly
mean
don't believe for
letting
once-
our names spread around this
I-
place? It's already on a flyer.
I'm just saying, the less people we have after us who know exactly where we are, who knows what we have, what we can do, where we're going, the better.
You
All right.
practically killed that guy. I don't. think
Yeah,
they're
well,
gonna
I'm
tell
entitled to be
anyone.
angry. I'm entitled to be mad that he walked us into an ambush. So sue me. I want to kill that guy for trying to kill us. But look, they're alive. And thankfully, this one time I don't have to deal with Ness's bullshit. Can we just go?
I think they're not going to be an issue once we leave for good. I don't take as many of them travel to the material plane.
Yeah.
Fine.
All we need to focus on is getting out of here, because once we get out of here, all our problems are behind us as far as this plane.
Yeah. How close are we getting? We must be
I
getting
mean,
close,
if-
right?
it feels a lot stronger over here, so I think we're getting really close, but I'm just not sure. But
Stronger's good.
um,
Stronger's good.
can I'm going to, while we're walking, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out I have a potion of healing that I'm gonna use
Okay.
on myself.
Very good.
As we're walking, I'm gonna kind of tap Mercy on the shoulder, let Dragathiel go a few feet ahead, kind of, and just kind of not talk whisper, but not necessarily include Dragathiel in the conversation. Maybe is everything fine?
I got 8 hit points back, just so you know.
Everything's fine.
No, I get it.
We get ourselves in these positions, and it's a lot of pressure, and we had just got Dragathiel back, and then we literally get one person back, and then we lose 2. It's quite literally 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I just wanted to take a little bit of that pent-up aggression out, all right? I'm not perfect.
I'm not judging. I've lost my anger many a times, mainly due to my arm, but I should apologize. When we were in town, I didn't quite understand how strong the sword was. I thought it was something minor.
Oh. Wait, you don't know.
Know what?
I made a pact the sword no longer has a stronghold on me like it did before.
I'm not quite sure what that means exactly, but
The short of it is, after actually the night we spoke, I had a very rough, dangerous conversation with the spirit of the sword and bargained. I made a bargain for my freedom. Once I completed what I needed to complete, I would offer my life up for the sword.
that's a pretty hefty price to pay.
Yeah. So with every precious moment I have in the world of the living, I cherish it. So yeah, I want to go out and I want to kill the ones trying to hurt my friends, and I want to keep shit from like this happening again and again and again.
There's other ways to get known. I mean, fighting and killing, it's great, and there's plenty of songs about that. But there are ones about merciful people. Not saying you have to do that or anything. I'm just merely saying it's not so black and white.
I say mercy's overrated.
Ah, yeah, your name. That's funny. I don't know. I think he's pretty great, if you ask me.
Well,
Just has a bit of a temper.
just know that I am in more control than you think. You just have to trust me. I mean, if anything, I should have you to thank. At that talk, after that talk we had, I started to see the things that I needed to see, and it was tough, but I made it through. And yeah, you know, it's going to cost me my life, but I think I can do a lot of good with the time I've left. So that's just my goal.
It's a pretty good goal, honestly. I pretty much have the same one.
Yeah, we're a lot alike now, aren't we?
Yeah. Damned.
Well, I like to look at it as a instead of a death sentence, more of a life sentence, you know? I mean, it's weird, but it puts things in perspective when you know you have an expiration date. You
my
spend less
kind
time
a very long time, so it's a bit of a shock for me. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be living for a couple hundred years. I'm probably not going to make it further than probably your average human. No, even less, I would say. You really do have to appreciate the time you have. And I understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that Dragathiel might be a little upset with you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to apologize, but it would go a long way.
Jagathiel, I'm sorry that I wasted time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry as well. I kind of fed into it.
It's fine. I don't mind that you guys want to, kill people that tried to hurt us and stuff, but it's just the fight was over. They were leaving. We were leaving. We really don't have time. And instead of even bothering to, give us a heads up or a wink or ask our opinion or anything, you just acted on your own without even thinking about anyone but yourself.
You're right. You're right. I was being selfish. I shouldn't be that way. I just missed my helmet.
We'll buy you a new one.
But it won't be the same.
At least it wasn't your scarf.
It's true. It's true. It's very true.
We'll get you a better helmet.
You promise? You promise?
Oh, well, elves aren't very good with metalwork as much as other races, but I'm sure we can find something that looks nice.
Well, I want it to glow red in the eyes when I wear it.
What kind of helmet was this? I say to Dragathiel.
It just made you look kind of menacing, and that was it. It didn't do anything else. It didn't have magic powers that made it like, it just glowed a little and looked cool.
Hey, as a fighter, looks has a lot to do with it, okay? Okay?
I think as mercy looks have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Just, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of style.
No.
It's intimidating. It's part of the whole, look,
Absolutely.
trust me on this.
I mean, who's gonna tell stories about just some random person or someone with a glowing helmet that glows red in the eyes and then kills a bunch of people? Obviously, the second one.
Exactly. He gets it. See, he gets it, Drag.
Yeah.
I looked at Dragathiel and I'm like, yeah.
All right.
All right, he says.
We'll say over the next hour or so, as you guys exit the forest, you do come out the other side on a small clearing. It appears to be a large field. However, the grass now not being above your heads, it is much lower. It appears to be almost manicured, well kept. Specifically ahead of you, Dragathiel, you do see a small cluster of trees and large rocks and a waterfall that appears to be feeding out of nowhere down into a kind of small grotto. And we'll get to that after our 5-minute break, so we're going to take a break real quick. And we'll be right back. We'll see you in just a minute. Let me put a be right back screen on. And we love you. We love you. We're back.
Love you long time.
Love you long time. And
So murder, huh?
Yeah, murder. Yeah, so I
killing.
think if we get a big enough bag,
Mhm,
we can fit multiple. We can fit all the bodies in just a one bag.
We could
You
chop
can't
them
take
up.
my car though.
Yeah. Well,
All right,
if they're
that's
cut
fine.
into
Well,
small
yeah, the Mini
pieces,
Cooper.
and
Yeah.
let's maybe stop. We should go ahead and stop this.
Make sure you get the right type of plastic if you're gonna like use acid to get the bodies down.
Oh, why are you doing
yeah.
this wheel thing?
But yeah, no, we can use my car. It's too small.
I'll deal with that later. Let's fix that. for
Mini
now.
Cooper life, man.
Mini Cooper.
Mini Coop. Oh, that's right. That would be very hard to transport dead bodies.
Let's see.
Mm.
All right.
I know from experience.
All right. What do we got? Let me get through here. Tommy Lee, thank you for the follow. Kingsley, thank you for the bits.
Kingsley.
Indalia, thank you for the subscription. 7 months. 7 months. That's actually nuts because that's basically when I started streaming again.
Remember when we were like,
You mean when you met me?
subscription? Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was right around the time that I met Cricky and
Ty.
excuse me, Ty.
Man, go back in time and make sure that doesn't happen.
So yeah, thank you Dahlia for
I'm
being
just
subscribed to me
joking.
basically the entire time. You're awesome. As far as everything else goes, a bunch of hosts. Thank you guys all for the hosts. You know who you are because you're all my players.
You're welcome.
You're
Your
welcome.
guns. Pow!
I haven't done finger guns in a while.
Hammer. Okay, cool.
Being here.
So-
We
So, hopping
do
back
that
in.
so much now.
Yeah, I do too. The first time I saw the clip, I played it like 50 times. I was like, like just joking.
Right? It's just one of those.
Oh yeah, Tara's Hunter's done so many stupid things. And also, thank you, by the way. Look at that gift by Sir. Thank you.
The fuck you saying?
You do dumb things every game. All right, so
What's that supposed to mean?
oh, it just means he tried something that was in theory really smart that didn't roll well.
Hey, Kingsley.
But everything I've rolled so far has been fine.
Yeah, tell you, I'm just
Hey, I've been highly logical.
Bullshit.
Rational is
Right.
different.
Thank you, Kingsley. Thank you.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Kirby, thank you for the host. I miss your face. If you guys, I don't know if any of you guys, I think, why can't I just be Kirby? Like, my schedule changed from when I used to see her all the time. Oh, I love you. She's amazing. She's also in Canada.
Kirby.
She's
Yeah.
back. She's back from the time period where all of the people that I knew were basically all from Canada.
Canadians, man.
I don't know why
Canada.
that
They're
happened.
the
but
best kind of ins.
some of them are. You and her are fantastic. Empire.
Ooh.
BB's great though.
BB is great.
BB's
I
great.
still have his hoodie.
You mean the
It's sitting right
traveling
there.
hoodie?
The traveling.
That's gonna go to someone new each year.
Yeah. So, without further ado, we're gonna hop back in. So, as you guys exit the forest behind you, what you see ahead is kind of these rolling green fields. It almost feels like you're back on the material plane again as you look around. However, in the middle, you do see this kind of all alone, kind of in a small depression. You do see what appears to be a grotto, and as your eyes catch it, Dragathiel, show me a d20 real quick.
I rolled a 2.
It seems familiar, like something you may have seen in a dream before,
Helpful.
but otherwise not too much is coming to you at this point. As you guys now begin to approach, roll me a perception check real quick.
All of us.
Yes.
13.
23.
12.
What did you get, Hunter?
23.
Okay.
Thank God for
My
Hunter.
thing.
As
Rangers,
you
man.
begin approaching, you do see the form of what appears to be almost a very large, not like fat, but bigger than normal frame size. A woman who's kind of leaning over this grotto, this pool of very still water. As you approach, you kind of notice her skin appears to be of a kind of vibrant blue, with this kind of almost a a bright pink hair kind of falling down her back. As she kind of glances back, looking at the rest of you, she continues apparently, as you're the only one that can see this, Finveer, talking to the water, and you can just barely make out the face of what appears to be an elf very similar to Dragathiel. As you grow closer, it appears as though she has begun to wrap up the conversation, and the face in the water disappears.
I say to Dragathiel, you don't have any relatives that are water, do you?
What?
Nothing, no, nothing, not important.
Choked on my water.
you mean you choked on Dragathiel's siblings?
Oh, that's good.
I think the person we're looking for might be over there. They haven't attacked us yet, so that's a good sign, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
Just be at the ready. You never know.
Yeah.
At this point, you do see this figure who had been leaning over, kind of on any stone. She turns around. She appears to be wearing no clothes per se, but her long hair just seems to just perfectly fall, covering things, no matter how she seems to move. As she turns back and kind of pulls a bit of hair just over her ear, she looks to you, Dragath, and she says, "It is very good to see you in person."
I can't. Who are you? Can't say the same yet. Hi.
I am. I'm your aunt, Titania.
Titania. Hey.
She kind of begins taking these long strides towards you, almost as if she's floating across the landscape, and she just goes to scoop you up in a large hug, as she is probably twice your size easily. I have been watching you for such a long time, seeing you grow and flourish. I'm sorry I haven't been able to be there as much as your mother could have been, but I have tried.
As much. Wait, what about my mother?
Well, did you ever hear a little voice in your head, or ever have any dreams of someone talking to you, or?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I did what I could. Your mother could have been a much more tangible force in your life, but she was taken from us, and well, I've done what I could to keep you safe in her stead, and unfortunately it has brought you here where you're not safe at all.
Do you know how to get us out of here?
I can certainly assure that you get home, yes.
Okay, well, we have a slight problem.
What is it?
Well, our party is 5, not 3.
And where did your friends go?
They got kidnapped.
What?
Yeah.
A guy took them. A guy.
His name was Naribo.
Nribo.
And he asked you to do something, didn't he?
Yeah.
More like demand. He's very rude. Oh, my name is Mercy, by the way.
She kind of reaches out her hand, which is dainty, but also twice the size of yours almost. And she just kind of like reaches out for a small handshake.
Nice to meet you.
Finveer Duskvale.
She gives you the same, gives you both a nod. Well, this is... this is most unfortunate.
It's not really an option, and this goes without saying, to leave them behind.
As much as we'd want to.
I kind of elbow Mercy in the ribs.
Yes, we've been through a lot together, and they're valuable to us. So
I think that's the nicest thing I've heard you say about them.
Well, it's the truth. And Nariba was looking for information on something called the Heart Tree, or specifically where it is.
Well, I'm afraid that if I tell you, there may be consequences that spread a lot further than... I'm sure you love your friends, but there's...
Idea. I don't know anything about this heart tree and what it does, whatever it is, besides the point. But it seems that he doesn't know where it is, so perhaps you know of the location of something more dangerous, and an idea to lure him into a trap, perhaps.
No, I think he's probably too clever for that. Dragathiel, are these two important to you?
Very. Yes.
Well then, before I do this, I must ask a favor of you. Once I've done this, I don't know, what may happen. So, you have a cousin, my daughter, and I would ask that... I mean, she's very capable. She's wise and strong and smart, and, but I may not be able to speak with her again. If you could, maybe find her, or, let her know what has happened, that would mean a great deal to me. I know you have pressing business, but after perhaps you could maybe seek her out.
What are you gonna do?
You talk as if this is a death sentence for you.
Like you're not gonna come back.
Well, I don't know.
Can't ask you to do that. I don't even know you.
Yes, but I've watched you as closely as my own daughter as much as I can, and as much trouble as your mother may have caused, I loved her very much, and I don't want well, I can't let anything happen to you or your friends, so...
And you're sure that this is thought of every possibility, and this is the only solution?
For now, I can think of no way. I don't know where your friends are. I don't know what sort of trouble they may be in, but, Nerebo, doesn't make idle threats, and, well, he has the power to back them up, so... Where did you meet him? It's strange that he should even be able to move around the Feywilde without Oberon having found him.
I mean, we were just in the forest.
Yeah, traveled via portal.
It's my ride.
Well, in the time that I have left, I'm gonna have to see if I can discover why. In any case, if you could promise me, Dragathiel, do you promise me to find your cousin? I believe she goes in your plane. I believe she goes by Briarwood, and well, there's a lot of family catching up. I'm sure you'll need to do at some point, but well, she kind of glances around, seemingly seeing something that you guys are not. She kind of like points down. She says, underneath our grottos, many of us have access to the heart tree. And if you were to follow one, if you were given access, or if you were to force your way in, I think you would be able to find what you're looking for. Maybe
Which is
not.
what?
Well, the heart tree is very precious to us, and most people don't know where it is for a good reason. So, however, none of that is important. You go see if you can rescue your friends, and I'll take care of things here.
Survive.
Sounds like it's gonna affect an awful lot of people.
Well, I have a feeling that failing in your quest may affect a lot of people as well.
Yep. I hate this. I don't like trading lives. I've done that, and I don't die. Please don't die.
She just kind of gives you a nod, but you can see a little bit of sadness behind the eyes.
You can't. Ness wouldn't be okay with this.
Ness wouldn't do this.
There has to be something else.
Ness
There's
isn't
another
here.
way.
Yeah, but Ness isn't the kind of person that would want to be saved at the cost of other people.
Yeah, he would never. He would give up himself before that.
Can I try and do an insight on her
Sure.
to see if by her even telling us that it's already too late and it's already done?
Sure. Roll me an insight check.
Not great, not terrible. 14.
You gather that may be exactly the case.
I think it's too late to argue about this. It's already happened, hasn't it? No going back from here.
No, I expect someone may have already... Well, don't worry about it.
I'll walk up to Dragathiel and like kind of clasp her hands together and be like, this was her decision to make. Let's not let her do it in vain. It's gonna be fun. And then I'll let go.
Should you ever return here, seek out the one called Renfrey, and maybe she can extend you the kindness that I would have liked to.
I think we should get going. fight hard.
She kind of leans down. Dragathion puts her hands on either side of your shoulders, and she looks you in the eyes. She says, "Everything will be all right."
And I just give her like a big hug and just whisper that I'm sorry that I couldn't have found her sooner.
She just pulls you and she says, "It's all right." There's just so much I wish that we had time to speak about.
Yeah.
Well, don't. Perhaps my daughter can fill you in on some things, but she kind of looks it through. She says, "You all get going, and I will do what I can."
I'll nod and turn around.
She just kind of, at this point, she gives like a point towards the floor. She says, I think someone's waiting for you."
Can I perception to see who it is?
You can roll a perception check.
21.
You can just barely make out the silhouette of Nerebo as you see just this kind of gleaming smile across his face.
I'll head towards him. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Are you guys all going to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you make your way into the edge of the forest, you do see him waiting there for you. He says, "See, that wasn't so hard, was it? That was very easy. In fact, like, you just had to walk, you had to talk, and now everything is coming together."
Where are they?
Well, I can take you to them.
You can
you bring them here.
Bring them here.
Ah, yes. Well, that might be a bit more difficult. Yes.
You can bring them here.
I wish that I could, but unfortunately I cannot. They're in a bit of a bind that I... the good news is they're back where you came from on the material plane, so you should feel much more at home there.
No, okay, we need to leave. Right away.
Well, I'm happy to get you as close as I can.
I don't think we...
Why did you do this, Nerebo? Why? What's your end game?
Maybe one day you'll find out.
I'm gonna draw my rapier.
Okay.
That's not the time for this.
Well, apparently all we have is time now.
No, we need...
No, we don't, because he just said they're in danger on the other side.
Nerebo, I swear to God, I will find you.
Of course.
And I'm gonna kill you.
Of course.
Take us to the material plane.
He sees, he just kind of, behind him as a kind of swirling blue portal opens up. Feel free. I always keep my end of the bargain.
I'll walk, before I walk through, I'll say to him, "You really better hope we never meet again." And I'll walk through.
He kind of leans down as you go by. Or else what?
And as I walk by to go through, I just stop and look at him. I will rip you apart. I swear it.
All right, children. Well, have fun, and may we meet again one day under better circumstances. I could so use your help again.
I'm counting the days.
He kind of gives you a quick salute and disappears as the portal in front of you begins to waver a bit.
The minute it disappears, can I start like searching for any sign of them being nearby, like any tracks of Ness and Alistar?
Roll me a perception check.
And we've gone through the
Not yet.
portal.
Have you?
I've gone through, yes.
19.
And you're just checking to make sure they're not still in the Feywilde?
No,
No, he already went through.
Okay, you already.
Yeah. When I went through, I mean, like as soon as the portal disappears, I want to look for tracks and stuff.
Mercy?
I'm just gonna maintain eye contact with Rebo as I like walk backwards out through the portal.
Okay.
Like I'm just
As
gonna
he
stare him down.
disappears.
Yeah, he already
as he disappears.
disappeared.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I go through.
Okay. So, on the other side, you guys now step through the portal closing behind you. You do feel normal again, as if you are certainly back in the material plane. However, as you look around, you are standing outside in front of a large walled city. And yet, while you can tell that it is daytime, there is a just pervasive gloom hanging over in this just general darkness. There's enough light to see, but it's certainly dim light. And it certainly, best you can tell, seems to be unnatural and localized over the city you are currently standing outside of.
Does this place look familiar?
Roll me a perception check. Actually, Finvir, you can roll me a history check. With advantage,
Okay.
because you are relatively from the area.
Thank God for advantage. History. 23.
You would have heard of this town, having been from the Vale. It's one that certainly is known to exist, but also certainly 100% avoided. It's a city called Aldua, which about 15 years ago was taken over by some dark presence. There, as best as anybody knows, were no survivors. And anybody who's ever tried to enter the city never returns. Not much is known outside of that, other than it is a dark place. And the elves avoid it like the plague. The general direction you know is that it is kind of east of the main, the tree line of the Vales. It's a little bit outside. In fact, as you guys look around, you can see in the distance, just barely, the treetops of what you know to be the Boreal Vale, the forest itself. For those of you who are not caught up, this is the city from when you all did your
Honey heist.
Honey Heist one-shot that you left in disarray.
I mean, we got the honey
You did.
And the girl.
and the little girl. Don't say it like that.
Hey, we got honey and a little girl.
She's grown up well. She's a savvy businesswoman.
As you look now in front of you, you do see the kind of broken gate kind of barely hanging from its hinges. It's kind of a double-sided gate that would have been pushed open. One half is just so kind of dilapidated and broken in pieces. Apparently you can tell as though there's forced entry. Maybe people trying to get in to save people. Maybe people who had been attempting to break in to loot the city. But all you can tell from out here is you can walk right in. There's certainly no guards as far as you can see.
Have you all heard that expression, out of the cauldron into the fire?
Yes.
Well, it sure applies here.
Seems like we've gone from one cauldron to another cauldron to another cauldron To another cauldron.
So do you think they're in this place?
Do I see any footsteps? Like recent footsteps?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Would it be survival or perception? I mean, they're both the same. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Then
Natural 20, so 29.
as you glance around, you don't see any tracks immediately outside. You do, however, kind of looking through the gate, you see what appears to be a very, old bale of hay that has just been, it looks as though, from your perception, something landed in it and got out of it, as you see bits of straw kind of leading away from it.
That had to have been recent. If there were any winds, it would have cleaned that up. This is good. At least we know they're nearby. We need to find them, of course. Get the hell out of here. The veil is that way, and we are not in it.
Okay. Well,
Yes, it's very trying. I get this.
I can try to cast a spell and find them and see if maybe I can sense how close they are.
If
But
that would work, and I'll do my best to see if I spot any tracks of theirs.
okay. So I'm gonna cast locate object
Okay.
to locate Ness's immovable rod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Immovable rod.
Immovable
Sounds
rod.
like a chastity thing to me.
All right. Let me check locate objects. Let me read the
Within 1,000 feet. By the way, if you wondered the
1,000
distance.
feet.
This music is like the scariest thing ever.
And if they're in motion, I know which direction. It's a good spell.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm just-
great spell.
Okay. Huh. Okay, interesting. There's just some it's another one of those. It's got the Superman the Superman X-ray vision limitation. You can't see through lead.
Oh.
Luckily for you, there is no lead in the way.
They didn't go to the lead emporium. Thank God.
Oh, thank goodness.
As at just the very, very edge of your spell, you do sense the immovable rod for a moment before it begins to move out of range.
And I know which direction.
Yep, it seems to be moving. As you kind of all glance around. Actually, all three of you roll me a perception check real quick.
Wait, no, actually do a roll.
20 total.
Okay, well, I should have taken the crappy roll.
8.
The accidental roll. 7.
So, Finveer, what you see as you kind of quickly scope out the city, you do manage to find, just a small cart to stand on top of and get a look around. You do see a small tower towards the middle. It seems to stand alone almost from everything else. And Dragathiel, as he's kind of pointing this out to you, you get the sense that they are going or being taken to this tower, which is almost directly in the center of the city. And it is pretty far away from you as it stands now. It's a big city.
Well, there's your answer, I guess.
Towers. So many towers.
Can we avoid jumping off this one?
No promises.
Okay. Well,
Wait, what? Wait, can we rewind that real quick? Rewind that. That's
we'll
not-
tell you along the way. I don't, guys, I can tell they're being taken there. I mean, and I don't know how long it'll take them to get there, what they're going to do with them once they get there. I don't know how tired you guys are. But
Doesn't matter.
I mean, does it matter? Yeah,
It doesn't.
that's what I need to know.
We need to get them safe.
We need to get
Yeah.
him. We need to get him.
Okay.
Get him.
As you guys Are you? Sorry, you said you're gonna go get him. So you're not. Were you debating taking a rest? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay. You do in the far distance hear a just absolutely blood-curdling scream kind of tear through the air. As you guys kind of look around trying to figure out what is happening, you also notice the limited sunlight that is provided to you. You do see several shapes kind of pass over you as you look to the sky, and these large black winged beasts appear to be kind of circling around the city. And this is the beginning of our Halloween arc, so we're going to stop here for tonight and pick up next week. So.
do 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 do. Boodle-doo. Beep 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 beep.
Let me see if I can play some really happy music now. Now, here we go, mischief.
Good old goosebumps.
So, with that, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you guys for playing. We're going to pick up our Halloween arc, which should continue right until, if I've timed it right, hopefully right until October 31st. So, we hopefully will all be dressed up because it happens to be on a Thursday. So that'll be fun. So, welcome to the Halloween arc. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. There's going to be all sorts of spooks and spoops. And, yeah, again, thank you to everybody. Let me see if there's any more announceables I missed real quick. I don't think there are, but I'm going to check. Nope, just Kirby, thanks again for the host. Thanks for dropping by. And do any of you guys have any announcements?
You're great.
So, yeah, you're awesome. And it is October, and this was day 3 of my 31-day makeup challenge. So I will be doing a makeup stream every single day of October. So if you check out my Twitter and my Instagram, you can see all that information and the pictures of previous makeups.
If you're not following Cricky, honestly, what are you doing?
Why even have a Twitch account?
Why even have a life? You know?
Why even have a computer?
Mercy's gonna come for you, and
Yeah, Mercy's
it's gonna destroy you.
Yes, I will.
Oh, you guys.
All right, guys. Well, very good. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Follow everyone.
Oh, yeah, and follow all the people. If you're not already following any of these beautiful people, their names are down in the doobly-doo below. So make sure you do that, and we'll see.
Follow this channel.
Yeah, follow this channel. Also,
best DM in the world.
We'll be back Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for a Monday Night
Yeah,
Campaign. And
we
then this group will be back again on Thursday. And I think we have a special guest joining us next week, so we'll see next Thursday. And that'll be fun. So,
Fancy.
you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go and sign off the stream. Until then, we'll see you Monday. And also, it's October. Ooh. Nah, I'm not gonna bother tonight.
Ooh, ouch.
Good night, everybody.
There's a